that's the demand or over will have an increased reduction on what money you
Okay.
make from it.
Yeah. I got into that game
So that really
for a little
pissed me
while.
off, and I quit the game.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. I don't know. I think the only ship I ever had in that game was like a Cobra 3. I think that's what I got. But I bought that game for like, I don't know, $10,
Seth
$15.
has Odyssey. He hasn't tried it yet, though.
Um. Oh, okay.
He said if
Seth
he
has it.
likes it, we'll both get it.
Yeah.
But he has Odyssey, but he hasn't tried it yet. I
Um.
heard some things about it.
um so like right before they came out with the engineers, okay, because I heard that it started going downhill with engineers. Horizons brought it back up for a while. Um. When they instituted engineers and mining,
Uh-huh.
um, is when I bought into it right before engineers, and we had a trade loop that we would do. Have you ever heard of the bestie loop?
I think so.
You would buy a bunch of like crop harvesters, place that was extremely close to another place that you could jump really easy, and you wouldn't get interdicted.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would turn around and sell those crop harvesters, and then you would turn around and you would buy slaves, and then it was
I
like a
think I heard
triangle.
about that.
Okay, and I mean, you could just do that, but damn it, the grind just got. I mean, it got to the point where it was unbearable. I mean, all you were doing is sitting there, literally running a triangle in the game for like weeks
Yeah.
on end,
A
and
lot of games these days run into that problem.
you know, I mean,
They're like, oh wow, you can do whatever you want in this universe, and you go, and it's like, well, what can I do? Well, look at this. You can shovel for 24 hours straight. Oh boy,
right,
aren't you excited? What's my
right,
alternative? Well, you can try and combat with what you have, but there's a good chance you'll get your ass kicked in a split second. Well, how do I get better
right.
stuff? Well, here's your shovel, boy.
Yep. Here's your shovel or fork over the money. You know, like Chris Roberts. Yeah,
I
pay us
don't.
for ships. you know.
They sell ships for premium currency too?
Yeah.
'Cause I thought they didn't do that. I thought it was the cosmetic stuff,
No.
or at
But they're
least,
pledge
or
ships.
at least they used to.
Yeah. No, they
They
still
used to
do.
sell
Like,
ships like that. I think.
let's say that. Okay, let's say you get in there with a Titan package, right? You want to upgrade your Titan?
Oh, you're talking about Star Citizen.
Yeah, Star Citizen. Yeah.
I'm talking
No,
about Elite
not
Dangerous
Elite.
still.
Elite don't do that.
But similar, a lot of modern games have this problem. They're like, oh, you could explore the vast world, and they build a planet, and then you stand on it, and all you do is walk around. It's like, okay, oh
Yeah.
boy, this is riveting.
Well, compared to like if you've, I mean, I'm sure has Seth been to your house and stuff like that? Has he seen your like you play the game
Play what game? Star
and
Citizen?
yeah, and see what you can
No, but
do?
I've been streaming it.
Okay. Well, Elite, the new edition, you know, the FPS edition, there is no animations getting in and out of cockpits, any of that kind of stuff. It's just basically like your standard Grand Theft Auto, enter the portal, get in the ship. You go from the ground, you know, running or whatever, go through a portal, and all of a sudden you're in the ship. There's no seamless animation.
How when was that?
For
Oh,
the
you mean in Elite?
yeah, in Elite Dangerous, yeah, or Odyssey, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that it like
There's no
teleports you.
what's that?
Yeah, I heard about that a little bit. That it would teleport you.
Yeah, yeah, it
Which
teleports you. There's
I can kind of live with that if like there's gameplay.
yeah,
Like, okay, I don't mind me popping up into the cockpit. Okay, I can live with that. I mean, if I
right,
pull up in an Anaconda, I don't want to have to navigate 13 elevators and shit because those things are supposed to be like as big as a building or something
right,
like that, or some shit like that. Like, okay,
yeah,
okay, that I can deal with that. A little convenience.
right,
But what really matters is if there's anything there.
right. And that's the thing is, you know, hopefully they'll fix it. But now they're starting to say that the latest scheme on that is they're not gonna fix Horizons until after the console version, and people can barely function in Horizons now because they're putting all their stuff into Odyssey.
What do you mean
So
function?
like, you can barely run the game now. It kills the freaking. I don't know what it's killing in there, but it's just
All
it,
of that I've.
what's that?
Yeah, yeah. Go on. I ain't heard too much about it.
Yeah, I was reading up on it because I was really seriously thinking about
All that I know is
buying it.
that until the consoles get it, crossplay between Horizons and Odyssey versus non isn't going to be such a simple thing. That's all I've really heard about. I haven't heard
Oh, maybe
about it
that's what it
crashing
was.
nobody or nothing like that. And
Maybe that's what it
some
was. You
people took
can't
the
play it
post the wrong way, but they laid it out simple. Like
Yeah,
if you don't have Horizons, you're not going to be able to do the Odyssey stuff.
right.
It's
Well,
almost it's almost just like what they did when Horizons came out, from what I've seen and heard. If you don't have Horizons, you're not going to land on the planet your friends on. You can just stand up and
right,
wave at them. You can't do the wing stuff, the co-op, air quotes, co-op.
right.
But what interested me in Odyssey is that it looked like you can ride in your ship together and get out.
Yeah,
Like that's part of what got me interested, because that really annoyed me, the fake co-op stuff in Horizons. Like, oh, you wing up, or oh, you're on the same crew, but yet you can't do this or that because I don't know. You can't use your friend can't use the Land Rover, or you both can't get in a fighter. It's like, why?
yeah. And I didn't really even
And
mess
you
with
can't do
that.
both. You can't wing and have someone on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever what I seen in Odyssey, when they were doing like when they were showing some gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
I saw two people get out of the same ship while his other buddy that was winged up with him went to the other side. That's what got me curious,
Yeah,
because I'm like, if they're gonna have something in there, then that might make it. I'm not much of a pro player like I used to be. I like to do co-op stuff. I don't like being loner anymore.
right.
I can't
Oh, I
stand it anymore. I'm
right.
tired of
I'm the
it.
same. I'm like you. I love the multi-crew stuff. I don't even like to fly those ships. I like to gun
Yeah,
on
then
Star
yeah,
Citizen.
you'd be perfect to run with us because we always need gunners,
Yeah, I love.
or someone to hop into a fighter, because I think you can have one AI and one player fighter, right? In Elite Dangerous?
I don't
Am
even
I
know.
mistaken? I don't remember.
I I haven't even got on that thing, and I mean,
Anyways, that's what got me
years.
interested in Odyssey, and I haven't seen anybody that's contradicted that yet.
Yeah,
But then again, I'd have to go back and look again.
right.
And since right now I'm having some financial trouble, Seth said if he likes it when he tries it eventually, then
Mm-hmm.
he'll share it with me,
Oh, okay.
which I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think he's the reason why I got the game in the first place, wasn't it, Seth?
I have no idea. I think you got it first.
Oh, you mean
And then
Elite
you got me
Dangerous?
Horizons, didn't you? Because it was on
No, you got
sale.
her. No, you got Horizons. I remember that. It
Oh,
was cheap
okay.
though.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I got it
I
on
bought it
sale.
cheap too. I didn't spend a lot on that.
I got it on
Yeah,
holiday.
I guess that's one of its good points. Is it's not that
You can earn premium currency by playing the game. That's a bonus,
Mm-hmm.
which I used to get a skin. You earn it pretty fast if you're playing it for a little bit.
Oh,
It ticks up fast,
yeah. I don't know.
but they only let you do so much per day. I think it was,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's not on the premium currency side. It's not that brutal, but it's just
it's
what are
just
you
there.
playing?
yeah. Well, I can't wait till. Hopefully, you can get this thing downloaded, man, because you'll have a blast with this in it. The Star Citizen.
That's part of why I'm
That.
trying to hold off on playing it, because, like, I like being able to fiddle with the things, but in
I'm just
combination
curious.
between not feeling good right now
Uh-huh.
and
Is
I don't want to. I
out
want
of
to be
pure
able to.
curiosity, does Star Citizen have VR support? I
not
didn't
at this
think so.
point.
I heard it has head tracking.
Yeah, it does have capability to head track. I can't remember even what that's called now.
Toby?
The name escapes me. But
I think it's Toby or something like that.
yeah,
I
Toby,
I played with the guy that had it. He was showing me how to run a freighter.
All right, Q. Do you see how Australia looks like it's about to have a problem?
Oh, maybe.
We
When
need
did this?
to.
Oh, it's 1944. Oh shit.
Yeah, and United States isn't in World War II yet, so you're gonna be in charge of something, Q.
Hey, let me question. Let me check you guys out. Are you on Steam
Yeah.
broadcasting, or are you in the
Both.
Paradox?
Hold on.
Q can just send it to you. Q has it on, I think, a Twitch thing.
That's my Steam. So here you could find me in whichever works for you, because these have different options. I route it through a multi. I do it through a relay.
Where are you sending these?
The TeamSpeak lobby chat. Anyways, yeah, I need to get on Elite Dangerous soon and make some money, or else the carrier's gonna get taken away.
Why is it gonna get taken away?
You gotta pay bills on it.
Shit too.
Yep.
What? I mean, even if it's sitting in a damn hangar.
It doesn't matter. It's always persistent. Like, you have solo play in the game. I strictly play solo play because we kept getting jumped
Oh yeah.
by
Yeah,
whenever we were selling before the mining was forcibly crashed by the developers.
Mm-hmm.
Guilds would look at the top locations to go to sell the top items, which was diamonds and void opals, and they'd just camp, and they'd interdict anyone coming in, and they would use like these hyper engineered stuff and just kick their asses. And that happened to us like 2 or 3 times after spending like, what was it, 16 hours, Seth, total? Like we spent like two 8-hour days. But that's whenever we were still getting used to mining. We got a little faster at mining after that, but we went to solo play after that.
Yeah, the solo play's kind of nice. It's
Well, what we mean by solo play is that you get to make a private group and you get the solo play together. So you're strictly PvE. Now, my carrier isn't strictly solo play. If I say I want to buy tritium, that goes on the server too. And let's say I'm in a mining spot and it's getting mined by 100 people on the server, it affects solo play. So that mining spot will run out because people in the server are mining it.
yeah, that and
vice versa.
you can also see public chat too, so you can just laugh at it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it gets funny.
Seth and I visited the Voyager probe in Elite Dangerous. Both of them.
Right.
I don't recommend it.
Well, what?
Takes forever.
You're spending 20 minutes at
max speed.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 times the speed of light trying to get to it. You're just
sitting there. I have a question about that. So with Elite Dangerous, you're is it just certain ships that there's upkeep on?
Yeah, just the carrier. The rest of the ships have no upkeep.
You do have to buy them back if they blow up, or else you lose it.
Yeah, but the buyback price is low.
All right, so
than the ship price.
So when you buy the ship, and you have all your doodads and gizmos. Oh no, I got blown up for some whatever reason. It'll take you to a screen, and now it doesn't matter. You have to have the money on you. You can't tell it to hold on, let me get up the money, and then I'll buy it back. You have to. So you get the choice: start with the base free starter, sell some of your ships that you've already owned, or nitpick what parts you won't want on it. But you have a fraction of the price to buy it back because of quote unquote insurance. Now, the insurance does give you a loan up to a certain point, but you can pay it off afterwards. Everything that you make gets a percentage taken out of it for the insurance to pay it back for the loan.
Oh, okay. Because I know in my Cobra
I lost a
3,
really good ship because I had to go an appointment, so I accidentally forgot to set the power settings and it got blowed up. And that was about a billion's worth of money down the drain, and now I'm in a money crisis
Oh, okay.
because you have to like. It doesn't look like it when you play the game, but the power there's like these little clips at the bottom. You have like three. You could put like three or four in weapons, system, shield. What was it? Engines,
Yeah,
shields.
weapons. No, you don't do it in shields.
No,
you do
systems.
it in. Yeah, you do it in systems or shields
Engines, systems,
and weapons.
and yeah, and then the reset balance.
Hard points is what it's called.
It doesn't look like it'll make a big deal, but it does. It's life or death. So if you're missing one blip in there than you need, you're fucked. And that's what happened to me. I forgot to set my blips right because I went AFK because I was doing AFK pirate killing, which was giving me a lot of money because I had like a shit ton of turrets on this big ass ship, and it was invincible.
Right.
I spent about $1 billion setting it up so I can make more money back, so that I can keep the carrier going because it was coming up. Well, so I had a successful run. I went, claimed, killed some stuff, and then I had to go AFK to make an appointment for a doctor on the spot.
Right.
So I set it up, but I forgot to switch the pip over by a system so it'll keep the shield properly powered. I didn't turn it off, obviously. I was just missing a pipper. And I come back and the ship's gone. And I can't afford it. So I sacrificed the shield generator and a couple other parts that I buy back afterwards. So I start trying to work it up, but since I don't have a shield generator, I keep having to run from everything. So I start finding a groove with the pirates to kill, and then what's his name? Trouble said he was gonna help. I'm like, okay, Trouble, and he's like, oh yeah, they're doing this weekly event thing where they give you bonus payout for the Warzone thing. And I go in there, and a fucking capital ship warps in and melts me. And now I lost the ship and my like one of the best ships I had.
What was is the Anaconda, is that a carrier?
No,
No.
no, it's
Carriers can land multiple
ships.
anacondas.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Anacondas land on the carrier.
It's like having a mini station that you can warp
Yeah.
around.
The carrier must be huge then.
It is.
It costs a lot of money. It costs like $5 billion just to start it, I think it was, or was it 10?
I've
it's not cheap.
never even heard. It would be interesting to see the scale.
I took advantage of a mining exploit and I got up 200 billion, and I bought it. And for the last year, it's been paying it off. But I was getting low, so I was gonna have to try and fix it.
Oh.
Otherwise, you lose the carrier and you get refunded what you paid for it.
Did they at least did they fix the exploit or no?
Of course they did.
They did, yeah.
They fix exploits. Well, it wasn't really an exploit.
They don't fix the game. They just fix.
Let me rephrase it. It wasn't an exploit. Someone noticed something, and then everyone else became aware of it. And it was awesome. Like, people came together. It became a whole trade network. People were buying carriers, and taxi factions were popping up of carriers because carriers can jump really far per jump. They had time schedules and shit. Like, it was like a metro taxi carrier palooza. And whole factions built around this concept because of this one spot, and people were making money from it because what it is that you can do. Since they nerfed mining, there's these couple of spots that were picked up by people, and they called it the egg. And what it did is it had like 6 spots on it that had diamonds underground, and then you would mine it, go away, come back, and it would come back after because you technically left and came back, and it would refresh. And of course, that was a thing in the game for a little while about supposedly refreshing. It never really worked for me up until that point, but I figured out how to make it work. And people were making carriers, so people were giving people lifts back and forth to there to selling points on different interval schedules. And like, I've never seen so many people come together. I was in solo play, but you could still hop on the carriers because they're persistent across solo and server wide. So I'd link up with some of these carriers, and I would get on the taxi or the metro, and multiple people, like a bunch of people, were landing on them, and they were taking them back and forth. And sometimes they donate stuff to the ship, like fuel or whatever, or money.
Wow.
And of course, you can't give money directly in the game, but now that fleet carriers are a thing, you can indirectly give money by moving resources. So let's say I want to give Seth $1 million. I would sell something to him extremely low as the game would let me, and I'd put out a buy request for as high as it can go, and he would buy it. I mean, I got that backwards. No, wait, no, I did. I just said the second part wrong. I would make a... Wait, did I? I would make a sell request. Yeah, I'd make a sell request as high as they would let me sell it. And then he would sell it to me, back to me, and he'd make profit.
Okay, yeah.
But you got to be quick because these are cross server. If someone else notices it, then someone else is getting that money.
Unless you were in some backwater area where no one would be at.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how people trade money in the game now, through the carriers. But right now, what I'm going to do when I get on, because I want someone to get on with me when I do it, because I can't stand playing the game alone. It makes me just want to do something else. There are these rare items that you can get in the game from these different locations. One of them is glorified bathwater. The backstory of it that I read on the wiki was actually funny. There's a rumor that these springs like cure everything, and people pay for it. So anyways, there's these different rare items that you can look up on the wiki. They're guaranteed the profit, but your profit is dependent on how far away you are selling it from the source.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. I was selling some relics back and forth. But I wanted someone to run with me and do that.
Yeah, trying to see what the specifications and stuff. The had the Cobra Mark III, I think, and the maybe the Mark IV Viper.
I went off and got the Federation Corvette.
Okay. Here's the wiki to what I was selling at the time, because there's things that are worth far more that I could do. But that's what I was doing when I logged out last. Soon till relics.
The Federation Corvette is one of the few that has a lot of requirements to get.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
That get done.
Sorry, I unpaused it. It was just for a second. I paused it back.
So Q. We're gonna start building up troops in the Philippines.
Yep, I'm already sending some tanks to the port.
And I think what we're gonna have to do. Okay, no, that's just Japanese Korea. I guess that would help.
What were you gonna say? I didn't mean to interrupt you, Seth.
Oh, we're just gonna have to, immediately take Tokyo, and Japanese Korea would help.
Okay.
Because they're two capitals, and that would knock out the war pretty quickly. Then we need, Nagano, Osaka, and Hiroshima, Nagasaki probably. If we could take those places out pretty quickly, I think the war would end you know.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been playing this map or this game for quite a bit?
I have. Q's just been joined. I kind of just get everything set up.
I joined it with him when he started last time, but I got sick.
And he went to sleep. So, anyways, yeah, this has been on for a while, so it's pretty. So everything's gone pretty bad. Generally, whenever he joins, I've neglected to go to war for a while.
Okay.
I'm kind of hoping Russia loses, so whenever we take Japan, we can just go through, you know.
Germany again.
Yeah. And we can get rid of a future problem.
Right.
See, if Russia loses, then the future problem's gone.
Right. What mods are you guys running on that?
You wanted to join us?
No, I was just curious.
Did you add me on Steam? Because I wasn't looking.
No, not yet. I will. Let me find that.
Okay.
Better naval invasions, stuff like that.
Better naval invasions. Okay.
Yeah. It makes naval invasions go off with because
They're
we were
glitchy.
having issues because it wasn't like telling us what was wrong. Why wouldn't it? You know, why wouldn't the naval invasions fire?
It wouldn't even let us assign anybody to them properly. It was glitching out or something. This game could be a mess.
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
Oh,
It wouldn't tell us what we were doing wrong and why that unit couldn't.
And it wasn't superiority because I had air and sea superiority by the 10th degree, and it still wouldn't. It wouldn't even let me assign it to them. So we tried that to see if that would help fix it, and it kind of did. We were trying to invade Japan, by the way. We sat there for 3 years trying to invade Japan and couldn't figure out how to get it to work. And we had superiority, but we had it held for so long that it was starting to break down, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were losing ships because
we started losing them faster over time.
What is your Steam?
I sent it in the lobby chat.
I didn't get it. Unless I need to. I clicked it again. Foreign King of Q?
Yeah. Yeah, if you type that in, I should be the only one. Sorry, I should be the only one with that name.
Alright, can you start putting up a military now?
We already are.
Good.
Nothing I gotta do. I just gotta sit back and wait.
Well, start moving them to
I'm already on it.
the Philippines. We can't let you. Well,
I gotta tell them to go to the
doomed.
port. Sometimes I can tell them to go to another port and they'll just do it. Other times it's like, no, you gotta tell them to go to the port first. And I'm like, fuck. Come on. I'm like, hey, come on. Seth, you realize you put in.
Yeah, back then they didn't have C5s that could just like fly them over.
What'd you say, Q?
Well, it's not the port that's the problem. It's just that I tell them to go to this other port, which was friendly. And it's like, oh, we don't know how to do that. Or no, you can't do that. But sometimes it'll do it. So I have to manually move them to the port and then move them, which takes forever. It takes fucking years just to travel in this game. Okay, that's kind of a joke, but it does take a while.
Oh, I know it does. That's one of the reasons that it's kind of.
I'm splitting up Patton because he's got. You didn't give him any tanks.
Patton needs his tanks, Q.
Yeah, he needs his tanks.
I didn't want to give him his tanks.
I know, because you didn't have any at the time.
Sure.
Sick.
Well, rest in peace, Australia.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hello, new American state, Australia.
Yeah.
When this war's over, it's gonna be a new state. Hooray!
We have player-led conference because we couldn't make sense of it. It wouldn't let us spend our war score, even though we had war score left over, and it's like, oh, you're gonna be out of war score if you do that. And it's like, what do you mean? I'm gonna have like 15 left over. How is that bad? What? And then if it didn't say that, it would say, oh, if you do that, your war score will be lower than the one next to you. But it just wouldn't let us. So we just said, fuck it. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I think that's why this mod exists. We're
Good job,
using
kid.
the nuke one.
Yeah, nukes actually do something, mod.
All right, I added you.
Okay. Yeah,
'Cause
we have
nukes
the
don't-
nuke one.
Because nukes don't do anything in this game. Base.
Yeah,
Well,
they,
let's see. Except my. Okay, cool.
I've noticed you, my son.
All right.
My kohai.
Check out the Scion.
Oh boy, Q's gonna love this. We're about to get new
Oh boy, we
infantry
got
equipment.
rockets.
Holy shit! 672 games. I thought I had a lot.
Oh yeah, Steam summer sales. I mean, they're kind
In
of
bundles.
Holy shit!
You should be able to find me in there in Q's friends. It's just it says Seth.
Okay. Yeah, I'll add you too, Seth.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm
Get,
You can definitely tell where your favorites are at.
Who, mine?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
You go from 406 hours on record to 1,200.
I put it in lobby chat.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a simple man.
War Thunder, almost 5,000 hours. Shit.
I played it before it was on Steam, by the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for like, I don't know,
A lot of my hours were
Like a
just
couple
downloading
years?
the game.
Wow.
Yeah, Seth has 2,000 hours downloading it. No, not really.
Probably about 300.
Probably felt like it, but
Hey, look! Australia's doomed.
Holy crap, man! I'm checking this shit out. This is wild.
okay. Oh boy, we got the USS Enterprise.
Oh boy, how many?
Lobby chat. All right. That's Taylor. Okay.
Yeah, go for it. You can
Add it.
look at whatever you want.
Is it
Okay.
so? Let's see, ID just set Taylor. I think.
You can just click the link, and I think it just
Adds it.
open it.
Okay.
Go straight to my profile page. It should, but it should be
Okay.
private. But
Yeah.
you can still add friend.
I used to have until a couple of days, up until like a week or so ago, or something. I used to have a Earth 2150 background
Well,
of the EDM.
Australia's
I think
gone.
it was.
Will not do that. Okay, so I will get into
Oh my god,
what?
we're Taiwan. Look at the Japan just surrounding China now.
China is actually Japan's
Puppet.
Yep.
Oh,
strategic bombing, air support or strategic bombing, Q.
air support. If I remember correctly, air support makes a big difference because you can select it as an option, so it'll increase the. They'll attack the enemies or whatever, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Outdated.
Yep, you're the carrier fighter because we just got the Hellcat.
Oh, so
Q. We need the Hellcat.
My bad.
Yeah, it's the Hellcat because that's the carrier
I clicked
fighter.
it. I clicked it, and the P-51 was glowing, and I'm like, all right, that's the one, because that's usually.
Yeah, I know because I've already changed it. I had already gone in and changed it. Was the thing.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah.
What was your question?
oh, I I'm trying to find him. I guess I can't find him.
Who,
He's
Seth?
private.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I'm private, but it should
I'll
be
help you
easy.
out.
Alright, Seth. Now it's not letting me add him.
I think you go down like.
What was it,
How'd you
hammer?
add me?
Yeah,
I guess you go
I'll
to
just
add.
link it to him.
capital. And
I'll just link him your profile.
Yeah,
That'll
that's
fix
what
it.
it's on. No, I already linked to my profile.
Oh, never mind. Decisions available. Oh boy.
Just link your profile, then I can get it from there.
Yeah, Seth had all the girls hitting him up.
I had a couple of scammers, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah.
And where do I send it? Just in a.
Just put it in lobby.
Okay.
How's our construction looking? Oh my god, it's horrendous.
What do you mean?
Yes.
I'm
here.
just joking. Not that bad. Gotta make some military factories in there. We gotta constantly be making them, I think. At least one military factory per.
Q, I have all military factories being built, okay?
It's okay, Seth. I know you're self-conscious. It's no excuse to point the finger.
Add friend. There we go. Click that button.
Seth, why'd you put the rocket interceptor in there?
You know what? Here you go. Click this code. I forgot about that.
Problem solved. Problem is solved. We solved the problem.
No, I don't know. Didn't give me that. Just opened up the Steam profile.
Really?
Yeah, let me see. See here. Let me look. I'll just punch in and add you by ear.
Kinky.
Where's your friend code? Which one is that?
Oh, I can send you the friend code.
Yeah,
sure.
send me that and I'll put that in there.
That was a friend link I sent you, but there's the
Okay.
friend code.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
What are you doing in Alaska?
Actually, I just added you. There we go.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Dockyard. Why'd you put a dockyard in Alaska, Seth?
Just in case.
Can I cancel it?
No.
That's not a naval port, Seth.
Put a naval port in there. What would a dockyard do then?
It just helps you build more.
Okay, yeah, then just put a naval port because I'm stupid.
Yeah, I figured that's what you're trying to go for when you said just in case. Because I was going to build a military factory there.
That
Yeah.
was a military factory until I removed it.
Yeah, dockyards have their own section, so it doesn't use up any.
Yeah, I remember now. Naval base, naval base, naval base.
So you don't show up then on Friends Online then?
No, I do.
He does. He's a whore.
I'll show up as friends online.
I'm not seeing you. Said that.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. No, did you accept the invite?
Oh, yeah, okay. Confirm. I can. Accept. Confirm. Okay, there we go.
Now I should show up.
Good job on getting those heavy tanks done, Seth. Insufficient resources. Chromium. Oh
Oh
boy.
boy, we're out of chromium again. I love being out of chromium.
It's gonna get worse as our ship production gets higher and tank production.
I'm
So,
already
I got
wanting to build
friends
more
in
ships.
chat. See,
I
nope,
can
you're
tell,
still not
Seth.
showing up. Only Quarren is.
What?
Only Quarren is. King of Q is showing up.
As long as you know that you add them, you probably
Yeah,
it'll probably be
I think
fine.
it might be because it's private.
No.
No, I can see Seth.
Weird.
I
I
can
said
always
hi.
see him.
Yeah. No, I was just like, yeah. I'll see.
Yeah,
See
he
me
probably
now?
just got to restart or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Steam, they've been adding some things to Steam, so maybe it's just a little wonky.
Hey. Oh, wait a minute. The submarines are outdated now.
Such a bad Seth. You gonna wait till that other one's finished before you?
Heck no. This is the United States. We scrap what we don't need.
Holy shit! You have even more games. Wow.
Who, me?
No, Seth. I thought you had a lot of games. Q. Holy
Well,
shit.
right now I'm just happy I can afford to feed myself. So I'm not going out of my way to buy stuff.
Oh, I don't blame you.
There's a few things I'd like to try. Like, Battlefield's on sale right now. I thought about giving it a shot, but then I'm like, nah. Blowing up a tiger with a pistol is unappealing to me. It's funny, but it's gonna be
Battlefield 5.
frustrating. Yeah,
Best way to play those games is to get EA access.
no. I don't do subscriptions. Because if it cuts off, then that's it. You can't play your game no more. And it's on sale
Yeah.
right now. It's like $20, $15 right now
Yeah, I don't know.
until the 19th. But I ain't got
I
it.
just uninstalled it actually.
But I might be wrong. But I've seen people online like destroying tanks with pistols in that game, didn't they?
I haven't seen it.
I used to play the old Battlefield, but I ain't playing none of the new stuff. But I ain't looked into it enough to really, because I was never really interested in it, because it was kind of. There's a lot of reasons why I wasn't interested in it.
Yeah. So you're kind of across the board too here, Seth. It looks like. From
Some of the stuff he has,
472 hours in Factorio, and then it goes up to 1,000 and more.
Factorio! That's a fun game.
Yeah, we were playing that the other day, weren't we? Seth, wait, what are you gonna do with that Terraria server thing?
I don't know if it's still up. I don't know what we're doing with it.
Well, we were supposed to get back on it and with silver and stuff and do some modifications because the world just, well, everything went to shit, remember?
You know, I know it's my fault, but I'm gonna blame you for not stopping me.
I tried. You did it when I wasn't looking, when I wasn't there to stop you.
No, you were there when we were fighting it. It was worth it.
It was also a test. But yeah,
So out of all these,
I was worried
what do you
about
think
that.
is your favorite game?
I wouldn't know. Oh, that went Stalingrad.
We have
Like
games we
micro value,
enjoy.
you can definitely tell what my favorite game is.
Well,
Skyrim was my favorite game for a little while.
we enjoy
Mainly
games, but
because
we end
it
up
no
coming back
longer-
and forth.
Mainly because it was no longer Skyrim when I got done with it.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
the same reason for a lot of people.
Modded the shit out of it.
Yeah,
Yes, very,
me too. Because I really liked a lot of the options that you got in the previous games.
yeah, but,
Do you guys have do you guys take advantage of the Epic Games and their free games that they have every week?
Nope.
no.
There's a reason why they're trying to get you to come in. Well, there's
Oh,
a
I
few
know.
reasons, but it's more than just simple. Oh, we want to make money. Well, I mean,
Right.
it is, but it's more devious. It's how
It's,
they want to make the money.
well, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of it is owned by Tencent
Yep.
in China.
That's why I'm not downloading it to my computer.
Spyware,
Yeah.
just like Discord.
Oh, is Discord that way too?
Yeah, Discord. They data mine you. They track everything you do and record everything, and sell it.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah,
I just
Discord
I know
isn't
that it's
privately
handy.
owned. They have quote unquote investors,
Oh,
and they got to pay them. They got to make sure they get money out of it. So how do they get money out of it? Well, there's
so
different
data.
promotions and sell data. Yep, they do that. Those Nitro promotions and they sell data. Like some people will be like, yeah, they make. They some people have tried. I've heard some people say that they get money from making pitches to different companies or whatever. But how do they get money to those companies back? You got to pay it back. That's how it works.
Right.
It's if they're investing in a business, you do it for a return.
Right. Exactly.
It's not unless I mean unless they specifically signed up for charity, that's not going to work like that.
Right.
Or unless you're YouTube.
Right.
Well,
What did
they
you
YouTube
get
has
think of
ads.
not made a
Foxhole?
profit.
Did you like that one, Seth?
What?
Foxhole.
Yeah, Foxhole's pretty neat.
It was okay.
It it's
I played that
improved.
too.
It's improved a lot. I jumped into it a couple of
I
weeks
have a hard
ago, and
time
it
with
was
isometric games.
yeah. That's the problem. It's it gets kind of fiddly when it comes to some of the aiming and stuff because you're limited by your corner of your monitor of how far you can shoot.
Right.
It's neat and cool. I've had a lot of awesome moments in it, but it can wear you down a little bit. So I end up taking a break from it, but it's improved a lot. You could do a lot of stuff with it. Now they got more amphibious stuff going on. They got freighter ship stuff going on that you can do.
No, it's not a bad game. It's just
Yeah, it's not bad,
I
and it's a
don't.
lot better now. They've added a lot of stuff. They added
I
bunker
just don't
systems
care
and
for
stuff that you can build now.
I just don't care for isometric games. Is
Yeah,
Right.
I like
that's
it.
kinda
It's just
tough.
I can't do it a whole lot. Because you can get shot off screen,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
you can be corner. You could be using your corner, and you still
You
won't see
have to
the
use your
guy.
corner. Yeah.
Even if you use the corner of your screen, sometimes you still can't see him. I don't know all the details, so I'm not experienced enough to fully understand it. But sometimes you get shot and you don't even see the guy,
Right.
and you're aiming right at him too. Because when you aim, it extends your view slightly by where you're aiming, and it only goes to a certain point.
Right.
And same thing goes with the binoculars. Like if you're being artillery, your binoculars only go so far visually.
Right.
So what you'd have to do is you have to do a tape measuring system. Oh, this is 50 meters. You run up to that 50 meters. Oh, that's 50 meters. Run up to that 50. You know,
Right.
or and hope you don't get shot, or do some trigonometry or something. But yeah, I've had a lot of good moments. There was this one time where I got with these group of dudes and we built a bunch of tanks, bunch of tanks at the time. This was like a few years back, and as a group with infantry and tanks, we all pushed the enemy front line, sort of to the side. It wasn't like their direct front, but it was like a more vulnerable front.
Right.
And there's this dude almost in the center of the tank formation, and there was dudes on the machine gunners on top of the tank too.
Right.
And this guy was playing the Transformers theme that Lion did from the movie.
Right.
You've heard that song, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was blasting that, and it was like, okay.
You guys were just mopping it up.
We were charging in when he started playing it. Transformers. It was because it's
It's
80s
funny.
metal, it's 80s rock metal, so it's good,
Right.
It got messy though. I don't remember how it turned out, but I think it got disorganized or something. I don't know what happened. But anyways, yeah, they've expanded the stuff you can build, and they added more types of weapons now.
Hell Let Loose was fun when we
Yeah.
played that for a little bit. It was hilarious. killing an ally with artillery. Hey, I think the enemy's at D14.
Nordic and I got pretty good at using the artillery.
Nice.
We mopped up the
Yeah, it's
whole
like-
team almost once.
Yeah, it's like, I think the enemy's at D14, and I got good enough where I could hit D14.
Seth was,
You know.
to be fair to Seth, this was back before I fully understood how it worked completely, so I couldn't give him a lot of guidance.
I figured out how to hit D14 with the, you gotta do a bit of calculations in your head to make it, get the arc right, because it doesn't
Yeah,
tell you where you hit.
Because the game tells you, like, oh, this many mils is about equivalent to this range. So what you got to do is put a marker down, visually view the marker, it'll tell you the range, and then you got to figure out how to get that range.
And the mils. And so I did.
Or
That
you
was our front line.
you can also look up a calculator, because there is one for that game.
Artillery shield, man.
There's a mil calculator you can look up online, I found.
Yeah, and so that was our front line.
But we used when Nordic and I was killing the team, we were eyeballing it back then.
Yeah.
When we mopped up the team.
Oh,
That was our front line, and I'm fairly sure that artillery shell landed right on that poor guy's head.
Yeah, Seth got a lot of team kills.
And I got thanked for being such a good artilleryman.
Yeah, he was
I mean,
very
they're killing
grateful.
your guys.
He was grateful.
Yeah, they were.
You must have taken some enemies with them if they thought you did all right.
It was probably more like, thanks artillery, from the guy I just killed.
Sarcasm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. They seemed optimistic because he wasn't the only one that said it. He's like, "Wow, good job!" Like, "Oh yay, I did
Right.
it."
Or this is my favorite part of what I did. We were clearing a house, but the house had just been cleared by our team, and one of our guys came out, and I shot him.
It was our commanding officer too.
Oh wow.
So you join. So in the game, you start. Let's go from the perspective of, oh, I just joined this server, and everyone else just started. You have a tank crew, spotter crew, which is like sniper scouter. Then you have a rifleman group, or not rifleman, but infantry group, and they have a commander. Each one of those has a commander, and so you get to pick different weapons or style. You could be a rifleman, machine gunner, but you usually have a limit amount. Like, oh, let's say I want to be an anti-tank guy. Well, we can only have one anti-tank guy per squad, which means you have unlimited anti-tank guys, by the way, in total.
Okay.
Like, if everyone on the team made a rifleman squad and jumped to the anti-tank man squad, we'd have a whole team full of anti-tank guys.
Right.
Which I believe happens because every time I get swarmed by them sometimes.
Hey, Q, how many rocket launchers did it take to kill a?
That was a fluke, Seth. That was a fluke. Because, yeah, that game, its armor system is interesting, but they've changed it since then, Seth, too. A lot's changed since you and I've last played. They changed the amount of tanks that spawn and how often they spawn. And see, American tanks used to spawn innumerous right from the start. But Germany got one Tiger, one Panther on a good day, a Panzer II on a good day, all together. And if you lost one of them, you had to wait forever to get it back. But
Right,
the
Russia
Americans
everywhere.
had like 6 tanks from the start, all Shermans. And then they added the armored cars after that, and now they changed it. But then they added the jumbo. Oh boy, you get 2 versions of the jumbo. And then they changed. I was upset because of the way they changed it,
Hey, Q.
but then they fixed it. So now Germany gets 2 Tigers, 2 Panthers, or whatever, and they spawn faster now. So they fixed that from my point of view.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
So
aren't German vehicles supposed to be better than the Americans? So the Germans should obviously have less.
Yeah,
Now,
but
who
when you
makes that? Is that
spawn in
made
a
by the
tank, you get
people-
swarmed, huh?
who makes that one? Is that by the same people that make Insurgency Sandstorm?
I don't think so. I think it's a new group. Let me look. It's essentially indie because it's still technically not a released game.
You've heard of that game Squad, right?
Yeah, I have it,
They
but I ain't played it.
they have a World War II version of
I've
that.
played Enlisted recently. I actually like it more than Hell Let Loose. Oh yeah, this one time in Hell Let Loose, I was solo driving a Tiger, and I had two Shermans come after me, and an anti-tank guy, and I drove and led them and jumped into the gun and took out the Sherman. I took them out basically. I did this spin around thing and I bounced their shots because I think I was angled. I angled it, and I was going backwards, and I was also angling my back to the anti-tank guy, which happened to work. That happens to me sometimes on Work Thunder too if I do it right.
Right.
And so I took them out, and I was the only one in the tank. Because in Hell Let Loose, it's all player driven, and some servers will give you shit for being in a tank by itself because usually it's just someone driving off into the woods or something.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do it, I'm usually pretty competent. That's why I get pissed off when people give me shit about it.
Right.
Because whenever I play with other people, they end up fucking me up in the tank.
So do you guys play this, or like when you buy these games, do you got mostly buy them in like bundles and stuff, or? Because I see it, I'm going through your games right now.
I actually have more games on Humble Bundle that I haven't even redeemed.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, 'cause some of this shit, I'm like.
And bundle stars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a while back, bundles used to be more of a common thing. Bundle stars turned into fanatical, and they just don't really do bundles anymore.
Okay.
At least not like they used to, because you get like for $12 you get like for $2 you get like 12 games.
So do you get these games gifted, or do you buy
Both.
them, or are they like?
We share games
promo
with each
copies?
other, and we also
okay.
get our own.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I got Hearts of Iron through a bundle. I think it was a sale.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got recently was given a promo copy of an AO game called Bone Town that I did a review for yesterday.
Sweet.
But I don't normally, very rarely do I write reviews.
They're called Team 17. The guy's doing Hell Let Loose.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of Beyond the Wire.
Maybe. That one cropped up recently a little bit. All interesting things. I find it interesting, but I'd have to split my attention between 3 or 4 different shooters that I'm interested in. Enlisted is really good though. I think I like it more than Hell Let Loose right now. At least as of my last time playing Hell Let Loose, which was like a few months back.
Yeah, send a link to that one.
It's got its own website. I think it's enlisted.net.
Oh, so it's not a game on Steam?
Not yet, at least. It's in development like that. Those are. It's by the guys that do War Thunder. So you got it's like from what I've tried so far, it's like you took Red Orchestra 2. You played that?
I never have, but
It's kind of like the
Insurgency Sandstorm
Mhm.
a lot, and it was made by the same people that made that mod Red Orchestra 2.
Red Orchestra 2, yeah. Red Orchestra 1, and the same guys made Red Orchestra 2, which was a release game. So yeah, it's like the realism mode from Red Orchestra 2 where you get chest shot and you go down.
Okay.
Combined with War Thunder Simulation, where you can bounce shots or have to aim for the ammo rack depending on the different values.
Okay.
But it has the simplicity enough to be able to use a controller and still do everything.
Okay.
As an option. If you want to get down in there, and because they got planes in there too. You could change the turbocharger and all that stuff if you want to, but you don't have to. And they'll let you change your flaps, or I found out that you can get in tanks with each other. Like if you spawned and like let's say my gunner died, you can hop on and be my gunner.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a requirement for the tank to function. because I can do the tank by myself, but it's not like Hell Let Loose where it's 100% dependent on me having somebody there or I'm screwed, give or take.
Yeah.
It gives you an AI to work with where you could just directly control both. I can do the gunner with one finger, with my thumb to move the mouse or the screen or the aim or whatever, and I can control it with my keyboard and or the left thumbstick, the vehicle. You can drive over. You can drive through walls. You can't do that in Hell Let Loose. You can knock over trees. You can't do that in Hell Let Loose either. In Hell Let Loose, your barrel can get caught on trees, or you get glitched and caught inside trenches, and it's almost impossible to get out. But in Enlisted, you can get out, and I have gotten out of being stuck in trenches and spots. Let me think. You can knock over walls, sandbags. You can build. You can. It also has some building in there. You can build sandbags, wires, anti-tank emplacements. Hell Let Loose, you can kind of do that too, but only if certain classes. Like there's this one time Nordic and I put down an anti-tank gun, and I was playing support, so I would drop the supplies for it, and we downranged the whole enemy front line, and we just laid waste to them.
Okay.
And I'm not kidding. We were a one-man army. They tried to return fire, but it was a pack. It was a pack gun, so it had a screen shield. So we just ducked behind the screen shield. And we took out the Shermans. We took out as many people as we could, and we wound up helping win the game because nobody was watching that flank when that happened. They were doing like a mass push or something.
Right.
And we single-handedly helped save that front, I think, if I remember correctly. Nordic got a ton of damage from that, but yeah. He did a lot of damage. We just found a good spot. But yeah, it was long range.
Now, do you play with Nordic quite a bit?
Sometimes. He's MIA a lot.
Hey, Q, don't there's a 1944 destroyer. There's two of them. One of them is a mine layer, the one with a crab, and the one with a defense
I'm not touching the ships.
Is a cannon. No, I'm just telling you whenever you're sending them out into battle.
Oh, okay. That is good to know. I forgot about that.
Okay, and the mine laying one, Q, has mine sweeping gear on it.
Okay.
So it can sweep mines out.
Is that the crab?
Yes, the crab can sweep mines.
All right,
the new
that's
crab,
good.
the old crab can't.
So, I noticed that Seth has Arma 3. Do you have that one?
I do.
No, Q does not.
No, I
Oh,
have
you
two.
do?
No, I have
Q
two.
has two. I have 3.
Yeah, 3. There's a pretty damn cool mod.
I'd probably
that I
play
play
around
with.
with it if I could, but I can't spend any money.
It's like it's a sandbox mod.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, I think I have the sandbox thing. It's Arma's controls is Arma's problem.
What do you guys think of Rising Storm Vietnam?
I haven't played it.
It's not as good as Red Orchestra 2. It has some. Now I don't know about this particular point, as I've heard a lot about it. Oh, the game froze. That means something's happening.
It froze for me for a second.
I've heard about this from different people, but some maps are imbalanced. Like there's this map called Burger Hill. It's a symbolically historic location where they held the front and people were being torn up trying to charge up the hill. But that map is always you're only on one side. So the same, like if I'm Vietnamese, I'm always going to be on the same side of the map, being the attacker or defender or whatever it was for that map. But in Red Orchestra 2, they didn't do that. Of course, you have the campaign mode where you take different factions. That carries over from Red Orchestra 2. Now, Red Orchestra 2 and Rising Storm, the not Vietnam one, Rising Storm 1, is the same game at this point. They combined it. So you got the Pacific Theater and the Eastern Theater.
Hey Q,
But
how's
there's
your
a
military
mod that you
doing?
can get a complete conversion mod, which people can play multiplayer, which is the Western Theater of, and it's actually in Steam. It's like you can download it like a game. It's called Heroes of the West. What's up, Seth?
I'm just asking you how you're doing. If you're ready for war or just wait a little bit longer.
Well, Patton decided to let me add some more people to his group, so I'm reinforcing as much as I can.
Do you
Because
have, you
one army isn't going to be, huh?
You haven't put an overall commander in.
Oh, Field Marshal. I should do that.
Were you able to get your Star Citizen start to download?
I won't download it on this internet. I have two internets, one for playing online games and one for actually downloading. The one with downloading has a better data cap. I use a hotspot to play with people, and
I need to adjust
you
your infantry
probably...
division, Seth. You did the top infantry division, right?
I haven't touched any infantries.
Then what's this infantry division that's being made?
I have no idea. You made it whenever you were half asleep. So I have a hotspot, which you know they're
Okay.
pretty bad about data.
Okay. Logistics.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I have satellite internet, which has a free period, a download free period. So
Okay.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you took advantage of the 3 to 6 thing, or whatever it was.
He tried.
yeah, I will. Oh, looks like Vichy French. Oh boy, that ain't good for Britain.
Okay. Alright, I got the heavy tank set up. I just adjusted the infantry. They didn't have any support groups on them, so I did that.
Also, Germany took over the all of Russia, which honestly isn't a huge loss for the world.
Yeah, we kind of expected that.
And
Oh, really? Germany took over all of Russia.
yeah, it's not that bad. It could be a lot worse.
Right.
Honestly, that makes cleanup after the war a lot easier.
Yeah, because all we gotta do is take care of Germany and not deal with Russia.
Right.
At least not right away.
Yeah.
No, we're vassalizing Russia and turning them into a puppet.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They continue whatever they were working on. Whatever they were working on, like, carries over or something. So they end up going to war anyway. I think that's what happened last time. Or something like that, remember? They were going to declare war on us?
No, they had a reason to declare war on us. They had a...
They said they were preparing a reason to, that's right. Yeah. Alright, we're about ready. I'm just getting my Plan B team ready. Because I'm worried I'm going to send too many dudes up there and it's just going to get clogged up.
Yeah. You can also start preparing the invasion, because they won't start invading until,
Yeah. It'll just take them...
You,
I have to take them off of guard duty, though. What's that?
what would you say is your favorite thing to do in Star Citizen right now? Q.
I'm not sure. I've been feeling so much like crap whenever I'm playing it lately that my thoughts of it are kind of blurred at this point. So I'm not. I'm not. I want to say that I like fiddling around with some of the stuff on the stuff. And I like the idea of trying to like work together on something.
Right, like the entrenched bounties and stuff like that.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I came across a distress signal where a cruise ship was overrun by pirates and raiders. That was interesting.
That'd be a fun thing with multiplayer.
And messing around with some of the stuff. I'm interested in doing that multiplayer mining ship thing. I think that'd be interesting. Other than that,
Based and I were doing.
Yeah, what you were trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was
Probably
like the
stuff
solo. Yeah, that was like the solo one. That wasn't the multi-crew one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a multi-crew one that that they decided not to bring. That what's his name? Galahad. Galahad's the one that had it there for us.
Do
Cause
we need
he
transport planes, Q?
um. Do you have any paratroopers? No. No, never mind.
No.
Get some though.
I have like 1,281. Do you want them at this airport though?
Yeah.
You want like 100 of them or so?
Yeah. Put about 50.
50? Uh-oh. How about 100?
Sure.
There you go. 100. Do you want any bombers?
Yeah. Strategic and tactical.
We can give you some. You want 200 B-29s?
Yeah. That'd be nice.
And how about some fighters? We can get 40. I mean, 4 P-40 shooting stars and the rest P-51s, and they'll slowly replace out. So, I
We need
guess
some
we'll do that.
fighters too. Yeah, because I did send some, but they were like the earlier versions.
I have P-80s, and I can get some. I mean, rocket interceptors, but their range isn't so good. Okay, so there's some P4. I mean, yeah, and then I'll put some P-51s in as a stopgap. There we
You guys
go.
invading Japan tonight?
Yep.
At least that's the plan.
Japan, we've noticed as long as you take Tokyo pretty quickly and take the home island,
Hold it for a minute.
yeah, you can generally beat out Japan, but you just need to be quick about it. You launch a surprise strike on them instead of them launching a surprise strike on you.
Yep.
Oh, do we need some naval bombers?
Do you have any?
We do have naval bombers.
We don't require them, but as long as we got some tactical bombers, we can tell them to
We
ship
could
hunt.
we could use the naval bombers to like bomb, the Sea of China and the Sea of Japan.
But we could use other bombers for that too.
Yeah, but we could use those bombers to actually bomb the.
Well, strategic bombers can't do it, but tactical can.
Yeah, I don't have any tactical. I got some strategics, but no tactical. Who is our? I mean, I can send out Catalinas so we can, just lose everyone really quick.
Yeah. Well, that'll only happen if there's no supply for them to come back. Otherwise, it'll just keep replenishing them. See what
there's no
this
supplies
game
for
does.
'em.
If you put 4 planes in that one airfield, every time that airfield loses 1 plane, it'll send another one until you're out of planes.
That's what I meant. We could just run out of the planes. Oh boy, we got a bunch of A-20s. 6,000 of them. Oh boy.
Seth, we don't need 300
What? 300 what?
troop carrier. We need.
We only have 100 troop carriers.
Yeah, but you pulled it up to the Dragon 300s.
What?
Or maybe the game did it? I don't know.
I didn't do anything.
Oh well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So yeah, all we gotta do is wait for them to prepare.
Those shooting stars would like own a lot of stuff in the skies, being fighters.
It'd probably help. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to work like that.
Okay, I'll get.
It seems like it's dependent on numbers and like some other stats that I don't understand. And what I mean by that is like I've had multiple. We've had nothing but jets over Germany, and they had like TA-152s. Um, and they were still having air superiority. So I don't fully understand it.
Hey Q, pick an air doctrine.
That one guy. You're welcome.
Battlefield support.
Yeah, the one that gives you close air support.
I don't know. You're just gonna have to pick it.
Sorry, I'm setting up. I gotta set up air superiority, or this ain't gonna work.
Okay, I guess flying formations is basically it. It gives.
It's close enough. Let me take a look. All right, air doctrine, battlefield support. That should be
That's
the
what
one.
I thought you wanted.
Yeah, because if you go down and look, it's close air support. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. I get mixed up. So what were you saying, Hammer?
I was just saying that you'd think that jets would make a huge difference because that was in technology back in World War
Hitler thought the same thing. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, 262s.
I'm joking. Well, some of the other people thought that too, but it's just the way he wanted to go about it. He kind of snapped earlier.
Well,
he snapped
he
a bit before that.
invaded Russia, he would have probably been a lot more successful than what he was. He didn't learn after Napoleon.
Yeah.
I've heard more that it was.
There's
a lot of
more.
The problem was oil.
Well, maybe.
Chasing after oil.
Yeah, you do need more supplies, but here's the thing. There's a lot of reasons why it didn't work out. It's not that he didn't know or didn't want to supply them. It's that he couldn't.
Yeah.
The rail lines in Russia are different. They use a different gauge. What they'd have to do is ship it into Russia. Well, first find a way to do that because of constant bombing and everything.
Oh, and no, even before that, they were having trouble with their
well, that
rail
too.
supplies because
I was thinking about around the time
rail.
the 262 came around, but yeah.
They nationalized their rail, and then they artificially lowered the ticket price to be to get on there, which artificially increased demand, which they were running every train ragged.
Well, yeah, but
and,
so what they
little coal Q. This is the funny part. You know their whole coal supply problem. Get coal. They actually at the mines they had coal piles stocking up, but because they couldn't get trains to get them.
Yeah, they had logistics issues. Yeah.
Yeah, they were having logistic issues because when they nationalized everything, it kind of went downhill.
Yeah, so they had a different train line gauge. So what they'd have to do is have a completely different train to move the stuff if they even had one, which good luck. You know what I mean? So that's part of the biggest problem was like there's just a bunch of things that just came together. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have enough proper ways to have their engines deal with the freezing cold, or they didn't have all the clothes they needed, and
on top of Russia,
the rail lines.
And headed back east.
Yeah.
They were gonna, but the reason they invaded
scorched
Russia
earth
is because
policy.
they were gonna run out of oil within the year.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And then, like I said, Russia, they didn't want them to have it, so they just burned it all.
Yeah.
And they basically slash and burn tactic, and yeah, absolutely. Then they just got
backlogged. They were fighting a two-front war.
Yeah, their logistics got all screwed up. And you know, it didn't help that their leader snapped a bit
Right.
around there.
True.
He got a lot more crazier. So
Yeah,
a lot of things got a lot worse because almost everything he got to the paranoid to the point where everything had to be done through him.
Yeah.
You know, because of the assassination attempts and everything.
Right.
That's part of what caused some of the biggest problems. Like Normandy, for example, for him, problems for him.
Right.
But when it comes down to the oh yeah, Seth, I'm gonna make an air ring and I'm going to assign it to the army.
Go ahead.
Don't tell me what to do.
So is it the
What's up?
I was like looking at might be behind on your stream.
Yeah, it gets a little behind. What's up?
That island straight up north of the Philippines. There's two Japanese ships. Are those your units or are those Japanese units in the middle of those?
I'll take a look. Give me just a second.
It's probably Japanese, but it probably won't be a problem. And the only reason I'm saying it's probably not going to be a problem. Ooh, I'm losing house support. Yeah, anyways, the only reason I'm saying it's probably not going to be a problem is our ships are gonna. We're probably gonna have more ships.
All right, so let me see what he means. You mean you see two ships? All right, I've got the naval view up.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Are those your guys that say that, like, up in the East China Sea, or is that Japan? Right to the northeast of Taiwan.
I see it. So you're talking about this icon here. It says 108 on it.
No, 01, 01, 811. Yeah,
Okay.
all those guys.
So that means the ships that are currently fulfilling that order. The naval system really perplexes me. See these guys? They're all the way in Virginia. On the other side of the world. Where do they need to be? Here.
Right there. So,
Yeah.
I think that's because that's their home base, but I think you can change.
No, they change it. They change it. They're supposed to change it, but here's the problem. The game. So here's what I've learned by experimenting. The game says there's no enemy ships here, so this unit don't need to be deployed. What's supposed to happen is, according to the description, they're supposed to be at a place nearby, docked or whatever, at a base. They'll wait at the closest naval base until an enemy task force is spotted, but they don't do that. So since the game thinks there's no one there, the force is like, well, we don't need to be there, when it's supposed to be the other way around. They're supposed to be there for when they're needed. I see what happens is they'll dock, and then they'll engage that task force when they're spotted, is what I got all these guys set to.
and then, so that they're going to send that.
See how I did these guys unspotted, and look at that. See, you're not going to see it yet, but they immediately move over there to do it. See? But these guys, I had to move them manually to that port. I'm sorry, could you ask your question?
I was trying to think about. So,
I'm increasing the port numbers.
Your air wings, are they gonna meet those guys
Mm-hmm.
in order to invade?
Yeah, they'll meet the enemy when they're not technically our enemy yet. So all hell ain't broke loose.
No, I haven't talked to Japan about Japan.
Yeah, they didn't declare war on us.
But are you like putting together a war justification?
I think that's what he's doing.
I can just dominate because world tension's at 100%.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't need a reason to go to war.
Okay.
I get a little confused about how effective some of these options are.
That being said, I probably could get a reason to go to war with Japan. No, I don't even get a.
Are you guys using nukes?
Not yet. Oh wait, we got 7 nukes.
Yeah, I have 7 nukes in the bag, just in case.
Just looking at things.
I may reenact part of real history with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but we'll see.
We
And
probably won't
maybe
need
Tokyo
to.
and Osaka.
Yeah, because that last fight was brutal. When Germany took all of Russia and all those other parts,
Hmm.
that was some hard fighting. The reason why we won. Well, part of the reason we were starting to move them back finally, and after I reorganized the priority of equipment and stuff, and what they are using to the troops. We got Japan because we done captured them at that point. They gave us some troops, and I got this group of 29 divisions, and they were at the front line pushing from the west. I'll try to demonstrate it by moving over there. So the line was here, and then the line moved up a bit here. I saw an opportunity. I said, beeline to Berlin. And they started snaking their way up there. And then the Allies went in to enforce the sides of that snake to keep the channel open, or whatever. Not that's how I see it, is keep the channel open. But the AI is probably just trying to plug a hole for the front line. Anyways, I made it to Berlin, but Germany succeeded in cutting them off. And Seth says, "You got to get them out of there." And I moved just before that guy got cut off. I moved a plane of bombers over there, and I just told them to bomb the same region, bomb tactical bombers or something like that. And I'm like, "No, Seth, let them be." And then the war ended.
Okay.
So they stayed there for a day or two, and it ended the war.
I can imagine Germany just surrendered when Hitler was killed
Was that
in combat.
in
Yeah.
the U.S.?
They were.
In that playthrough?
Yeah, we were. But Germany and everyone else was in bad shape, so it was inevitable that they were going. Oh, what's going on here? Hey, Seth, France is coming back.
Free France? Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
look at that. Oh wait, is that the United Kingdom still? Yeah. I'm gonna join the United Kingdom faction.
Well, hold on, I use the restroom. Be right back.
Because if we join the United Kingdom faction, we go to war with Germany, which means we can stop them from shipping anything.
I was hoping to get the play enlisted with Seth, but I'll be happy just to try it with anyone because that jumping in the tank thing is real fascinating, and you get flamethrowers. I found a really interesting. Here's what got me.
Free-to-play game?
Yeah, what got me? I used to think I'm like, oh, it's just another infantry game. I got hell let loose. I don't want to mess with that. Then I found out they had tanks because I knew it's by the same guys. Not the same guys, but the same publisher that does War Thunder, which has got the same name as the developers, Gaijin. And then I was like, wait a minute. And I noticed there was tanks in some. And this is one of the videos that got me curious to want to learn more. So I did a little dark looking. I'm like, I think I'll try it. So after a few days of working on it, I got it. Alright, I'm going to send you this. You can check it out later. But I'll be back.
guys gonna try and hit Japan first?
Yep.
And then concentrate on Europe after that.
Yeah, after Japan's defeated, we'll go up through Russia, which is now Germany,
Oh, okay.
and then pretty much get back into because the back end of Russia is gonna be lightly defended anyway, so you could just kind of march in through the back. What's gonna stop us? All right. And now start switching partial mobilization. War economy. Limited exports.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's always better to fight on one front than two. So that's probably a smart move.
We have all of our units here. Might as well just go to the back. There's no enemy naval.
Mhm.
Like, what U-boats are going to be back here once we get through? Once we cut off the ports?
Right. Nothing.
Yeah,
The only thing is getting across the Russian heartland is going to take a little bit with your supply issues and stuff, but that's it.
Once we get naval ports down and all that, we should be okay. But yeah, that's going to be the issue.
Looks like you're coming up on your you got 10 nukes now.
Yeah. Can't drop them until you have at least 75% air superiority over the target, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how. I've never used nukes in this game. I've never played enough of this to. I bought it to play that modern day mod or the. Shit. Let me look it up. I'll tell you what it's called.
All right, we have control.
Hey, I just remembered something. In War Thunder, just because your battle rating is lower than something else doesn't mean you're not going to be able to do anything. Right, Seth?
Yeah, they got God Mode of War for a reason.
Yeah, they give you different rewards based off of how big the gap is. God Mode, what was it, like 50,000 for it?
Yeah.
Or 10,000?
Mm-hmm.
And then they got skill matters, rank doesn't matter. And
Hey,
they got God
dude,
Mode.
they're not listening to the division order.
Him, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to redo your invasion plans. They don't want to listen.
You didn't tell them to go.
I did.
Not on my screen. I'll try it. Because they're not even fully ready for it. Let me see why. No units assigned. Oh, don't do this to me. I had you assigned already. There it goes. Now they're going. I got it going. I got it working.
Alright.
Had to reassign them for some reason.
Oh, there's the boats. Gonna go visit, Oh, wow, there's a bunch of zeros in there.
Seth, we don't have naval superiority.
Yeah, we do.
It's all red.
It was all green a second ago. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. Naval superiority is weird sometimes.
Okay, there's two mods that I have that I play with.
Uh-huh.
Kaiserreich.
I used to try that out. I haven't got to try it out a whole lot, but I tried it out before.
And
Is it good? I heard that they made some changes to it.
I don't really remember it very much, just because I played it very little. I usually play this other one. I'm going to tell you what it's called here in just a minute.
If it's not called Pizza House, I'm not interested.
Pizza House, huh?
No, I'm just joking with you.
Okay.
No, it's not. I'm a terrible person.
What is it?
By the way, Seth, thank you for all the rockets.
Mm-hmm.
Millennium Dawn.
Oh, that rings a bell.
That's the one I play.
Yeah, that rings a bell, alright.
That's the one that's modern day.
Seth, go to the Air Force mode and look at the Philippines. I want you to look too while you got the chance, Hammer. You know what these big green lines are?
Hold on a second. I got to get back to the stream.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking.
You see those big green lines?
Yeah.
Those are rocket silos Seth built. And they're all going into Japan.
They're silos, you say?
Rocket silos.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, we're sending them some free rockets. Hope they have
Yeah.
rocket insurance, but I
Sending
don't
them
think
some
they
gifts. So I got
How
these.
many miles is that?
I got these planes set
do.
to this.
Probably quite a few.
Japan in real life, you know, some people may not realize it, but this thing's actually pretty damn big.
The Philippines ain't small either.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering how. Is that
This is a long distance right here.
couple thousand
And
miles?
and there's Taiwan just north of just for scale, there's Taiwan just north of the Philippines.
I don't fully understand the distance between here and there, but I know that it's a lot. That's all
I
I
think
know.
it's 75 miles from Taiwan to the eastern coast of China.
Yeah, that'd be. So you can kind of guess it's. Looks like the first naval invasion's about to go die. By the way, Q, we have
Yeah.
our.
It's because naval support in that area just died. They didn't die, it just disappeared. I guess they decided to leave or something. So everyone's coming here. Pause it, please. I gotta get this sorted out. Alright,
You
what's this
need to
guy
get
doing?
these guys who
Repairing?
took Nagasaki out where they need to be.
Where did you invade? Is that Koshi?
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Alright,
Just
Patton.
invaded Nagasaki.
Here's your front line. There's your front line. Now, your goal is to walk in this general direction until you win. Okay? Good.
I like his orders. They're very
Elaborate.
Yeah.
walk in this direction until victory. You make up all the rules until then.
I gotta set them to aggressive, and I think that's good for now. I don't have any more ships that I can try and divert here because they're supposed to be on frickin'. They're supposed to be helping protect the shoreline, but they just fucked off somewhere. Like almost all of them. They probably got their ass kicked. That's probably what happened. Well, there goes that invasion.
Those things coming in. Are those your guys coming in?
Yeah, on this coast right here. The green is us.
Okay.
We don't have air support.
Some submarines tried to help, but they're running away. Yeah, we don't have that proper air support.
Where's our navy at?
You see the blue one up there? All of them have run away to a dock. So I'm guessing they're in desperate need of repair.
Oh, guess what? The Japanese have invaded the Philippines.
My only weakness, the southern side. Well,
Wait a minute.
Not paying attention to that, huh?
nah, it's not worth it.
Well, they're about to get a nuclear reactor, so...
Alright, boys. Front line. I don't care. Good on that front line now.
See, what I don't like about this game, one of the biggest things I downright loathe about this game is you have to produce the equipment separate from the units, from the actual divisions.
Yeah, some of it don't seem to realistically scale either. I don't know about the third one, but I hear a lot of complaints about this game from people that played the third one. There, this is your job. Hold this front line.
I've got better things to do in a game than decide if I want to create this kind of battalion, I need these types of units. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the micromanaging gets to me sometimes too. It messes with my head a little. I can't do it as good as I used to. Oh, look at these. Hey, look,
That's
Seth.
one thing like about Supreme Ruler Ultimate.
What?
You tell that thing to make M1 tanks, it's making M1 tanks, and you're
Uh-huh.
you're basically making huge
Look.
armies
Yeah.
with your control buttons, like
Look,
a real RTS.
check it out. Look, look at some of our gifts.
Yeah, it looks like they just kind of landed there without any.
I think it means that they're actually in service in the area. Is what that means. Yep, we got 500.
Oh,
What?
are those the nukes inbound?
Those are rockets. Those rockets that I sent, that we've been sending.
Nukes are kind of hard to.
Yeah, the planes are trying to shoot them down. That's just the mass horde of rockets that I was sending over there. Cause see, it covers the whole air region covers for all of Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 500 rockets over Japan right now. All at the same time. Yep. The rocket silos auto build. I hear some people that were really into 3, and these guys were younger than me, so I don't know what that means. But they complain about this game, saying that you can't do as much with it.
Well, I mean, to me, I mean it's great in the political side, but the military side, it's definitely lacking.
Well, it's lacking in both of those things, in my opinion.
Like I mean, it's not near as in depth as Hearts of Iron 2 was.
I never played the second one.
But the politics and the national focuses and stuff, I mean that shit is really cool in my opinion. I really like that stuff. But the especially in Millennium Dawn where they add the money and debts and things like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and third one has money too.
Hey Q, can you make this airport actually?
I'm working on it.
I have an airport that I just put some stuff in.
You're gonna have to do that.
I tried, and they're just wanting to go to Japan.
No, you got to individually select the unit, Seth.
I'm trying, and they
Right.
just want to go to Japan.
All right, point them to me. Point it to me and show me what you're trying to do.
These guys, I want to have over these guys.
All right, so you select them. Yeah, it says they're doing the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it right. You did it good. I was actually planning on doing something like that myself, because those ground attacks are going to help us. Don't need to do port strikes.
Kick them out of the Philippines
Don't do port strikes. That's going to damage our ports.
before you can take the island.
At least I think it will. Do you think we can take back the Philippines? Yeah.
Before you can take the island of Japan.
I don't know. We'll hit
We're
them
probably going to get back the Philippines faster, depending on how this goes. Because I run into certain situations when I'm trying to move an army, and I get so confused by what's happening that it ends up becoming a stalemate just because I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to be honest with you, man. However, now that we've taken this port, I'm going to move this army in. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, too late.
I'm about to drop a nuke on the Philippines.
I forgot that Seth unpaused it. Oh boy.
Where is that coming from?
A B-29 somewhere.
Oh, there it is.
Oh boy.
Oh. I did this.
That guy's
it
like,
may
I'm gonna take a
damage-
smoke break.
It may damage the what do you call it?
God.
Our land, but it also heavily damages the Japanese troops, who are unfortunately all grouped in there.
Yeah.
Did you hit him with another one?
Yeah.
I'm hitting the ports too. I just gotta get rid of them.
Gotcha.
That'll starve the region.
Oh my gosh, yeah, man, you're down from what 10 to
5 now.
It's because we
Yeah,
got so
okay.
many planes over here. Because you need air superiority in order to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You see all this green? Means we got enough.
We can't allow the Japanese to have this, so kaboom!
Yeah. I see what you mean. Definitely.
Yeah. I'll have these guys standing on this choke point here. But that's easier said than done. Because you actually got to
So-
get them over there.
How fast can you like, so to speak, refill your arsenal of nukes?
We
About as-
build one nuke every 3 days.
See, you got a little thing here. You build nuclear reactors, and they add to the progression.
You're building you're building it. Well, you're at what? Moderate speed.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, a nuke every 3 days is kind of fast, I would think. But I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
experienced enough to really know.
Yeah, that'd be pretty realistic, I think, for those times.
Whenever we were our last nuke, when we were nuking Japan, that third
hold on.
nuke was a bluff.
Let me pause it for a second. So here's what I mean. I gave these guys an order to go to that front line, and they're like, okay. And now they're just sitting there. And now it's like, oh, we don't know how to go there because we can't go through the province. So you have to manually babysit them.
Right.
It's like, dude, I thought you were fine. Nope. But thankfully, I can hold shift click that time. There, now they're going. I've been waiting this whole time for these guys just to do that one simple thing. They would have already been over there by now. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to let these guys sit here. See, they entrench over time. And some of these guys probably got engineers with them, which helps them entrench even better. So if I can hold this choke point, this is a land bridge. That's what these red dots mean.
Right.
If I can hold this, then the Philippines, unless it gets swarmed like this guy is, then it should be fine. And I'm going to put these guys on guard mode. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Oh, wait, stop.
Then, do you have any ways of determining how many casualties they've taken?
In total,
Yes.
there's a weird war button up here. I know, I'm letting it catch up. And you get to see casualties, industry, divisions, whatever all that means. War participation trophies. And how far they are from capitulating. The red, the flag means, well, you can figure that part out. Oh, look, we can call Switzerland. That wouldn't be a good idea, though. They'd get conquered.
So the casualty counts are the red skulls.
Yeah, down on the far right.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, on the far right. Right now, we're doing okay as America. As far as the world is
Who's got
concerned.
the most casualties right now? Germans.
Yes. Yeah, Germany is up there with 4.3. Italy is 4.04. And Japan is becoming 2.28 million. Because these are two wars combined into one. These guys were at war, and then it sphered into this war, apparently, I guess. No, wait, no, I'm
Okay,
sorry. No, that's not.
2.28 casualties.
I'm actually wrong. These are two coalitions. Because you got the Axis faction, Greater East Asian Coalition. If you have two wars, then they'll show up at the top. Because we've had two wars at the same time going on. But this you can't see it all on the same screen. They have separate windows for each war.
Okay.
Right? Was that right, Seth?
I have no idea.
Right now, Japan's taking that beating.
Yeah.
See, since I've captured that port, I'm supplying my troops while they're pushing in. But I can also move troops in freely without
Right.
having to do another invasion. What are you doing? Get your ass over there.
How long does it take to, with everything that you've got built now, to start fielding those divisions over there?
Well,
A
right,
month or two?
fielding.
Well, bringing them from the States.
Oh, it should only take however long it takes for this to get over there. I don't know. Maybe a few days. I don't know. I think it's been about a week so far, ain't it? All right, I'll zoom out.
Uh-oh, hey,
And when
Q,
that
they're
icon.
invading. You've already see it. They're invading again.
Oh, you mean the other part of the Philippines? Yeah,
Yeah.
I've already taken care of it. Here's the thing about having the big armies, though, is this game. I'm trying to. You have to understand how the supply works in order to better deal with your armies, because you can actually kill yourself if you have too many people in one spot. Because they'll start losing supply and organization, and they'll just eventually just start
Right.
dying
Yeah,
off or whatever.
there's heavy attrition costs in this game, which is another reason I'm not real fond of it.
Hurry up and take that airfield, damn it! Everyone, go to this airfield. That's weird, but okay. As long as they're doing their job, I don't care. Kick his ass already.
So the guys you got coming in across the Pacific, where are they gonna reinforce? They going to
Philippines.
Japan, or are they going to
This whole
Philippines?
All right, so this purple guy, Courtney Hodges, his whole existence is to protect Philippines right now. That's his mission.
Okay, is that Courtney? Is he the one coming across the Pacific?
Yeah, that's his other. Yeah, that's the rest of the troops that I gave him that just sat there this whole time. The ones, which gave a great example for what I was trying to talk about earlier when I was trying to explain how the units just don't. They just, I don't know, they go retarded. They're like, I'll have a unit standing right here in Texas and be like, there's no way to get there. You can't cross a region. And I just tell them and they just walk right over. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Right.
It gets, I don't know. I don't understand it sometimes. I'm still relatively new to a lot of it.
Supreme Ruler, what you would do, like if you had tanks or whatever,
You just tell them to go.
yeah, air transport, and they jump into C5s.
Oh, we can do air paratroopers, by the way. I should probably make a couple now that I think about it. Because this will be a good time to start having some.
Hey, Q, I think they're going around.
But yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, that's how you handle that situation in that game. It's pretty hard for helicopters or anything to lift anything that magnitude, but so you'd have to just make sure that they were at an airfield, your M1s or whatever,
Yeah.
your big tanks.
Yeah.
Because that game has the possibility to go from 1910 all the way into the way beyond future.
In the beyond realm.
Yeah.
Look at that, they're almost there. It only took them like almost a month.
Where's he coming in at?
The port. That's right here. Oh boy, this is getting a little out of hand, isn't it, Seth?
Quite possibly.
We got to keep that port. All right,
Oh, the port of Nagasaki?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some airlifted supplies in.
Oh, hey, Q. They just invaded again.
I know. I noticed.
Can you actually do a
They
build another base in the Philippines? Will they let you build bases over there or no?
I have a bunch of bases
Yeah.
over here, but we
Okay.
just don't have any men to man them.
No, not base. I mean like production, where you can actually produce infantry.
We can train infantry, but only in our home area. But we can still build military factories and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't. We can only build people in the continental United States. We can't do it in Hawaii or
Yeah, so this paratrooper I'm training is going to be trained in the States.
Even if you have troops on the ground protecting that area, you cannot produce troops. I suppose that's more realistic.
Well, we can't do it in the Philippines regardless. It's got nothing to do with them being attacked. We can still
No,
train
I
even
mean,
if it's being attacked.
as far as like realistic, as far as like with the United States. I mean, obviously we did all of our troop training here.
Yeah.
We didn't do our troop training in France, and because our population is here, correct?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But
yeah, you could. Yeah.
But then again, I have heard some stories where it's kind of where they do kind of do something like that.
Uh-oh, we lost R2 Island. That's not good.
It's fine. We'll get it back.
Well, on
The tanks are finally here.
If you conquer the Philippines, like that, like we're talking about, you can annex that, or you can make it a colony, and you can build military bases on
I think
that
we can
area
eventually do that too.
to where you can supply it with troops.
I think we can eventually annex them because we lower their autonomy to where they would just become part of the states.
They are annexed.
Oh,
They're
okay.
annexed right now. See how it says United States on it? This is United States. Like
Oh, you're
they
right.
have no.
But you still cannot produce troops or divisions from there. You have to do it
No.
CONUS.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to do it in the mainland.
Okay.
There's no other way we can do it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Because we can do it. I think we can do it in Alaska,
Yeah.
but we can't. As long as it's the main continent of the United States, you're good. You can't do it in Hawaii or anywhere like that.
Oh, you fuckers. Took my rocket silo.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
They're
was
gonna
warning you
pay.
about.
They're finally determined to get that back, aren't they?
I gotta do something about that.
Well, you've got 2 nukes.
Well, I need to get another invasion into Japan. And there's only 2 ways to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I think you can tell the days and nights by
The shadow, yeah.
the shadow. So
Yeah,
I'm
you're right.
guessing it's going to take about at least a month to get those troops from CONUS over too.
Yeah, and I'm really rusty, so I'm kind of fiddling around a little bit, to be honest. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this front line. You're all gonna go over there. And you are going to go here. All of you, get your ass over there.
You might have to start nuking that land bridge again.
Yeah, it's
They're really starting to.
Seth, can we
starting to
pause it? I
accumulate there.
really need to get water. My head's hurting.
I can't. They have air superiority. They took the air base I was using to
Launch them.
launch for air support.
So, in other words, now you're going to have to do a land invasion or a sea invasion to get that back.
Yeah, we may actually lose this. Not. I mean, we are pushing up through Nagasaki at least.
Yeah. I don't know. That's pretty crazy.
We've only suffered 300,000 casualties compared to the Japanese 3.5 million.
Sure. No, I get that. I'm just like, I'm looking at this and I'm trying to figure out, because
They're trying.
obviously, where is the base you need to conquer? Is it the base that was conquered up in the north?
If you can see, it's right here.
I can't see it on the.
It's Cebu, the tiny little island that I had all of our air forces at.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay, the one that's white.
Yeah, right now because it's controlled by the Japanese.
Okay.
Which, maybe it sucks, but it may be a good. Like, it's a good thing that they're fighting us like this too. Now that they're committing troops down here instead of up north.
It's gonna be a second. I gotta clean something up. You know those planes that I said that take off naval strike that you put in our territory? Put them back on naval strike.
They're gone.
Okay.
So, I guess my point is like, in order to get that back,
We would have to invade that and take it back.
can you do that with like shit tons of paratroopers?
Yes, you could. We could paratroop in and take it, but then we'd need to quickly get our hands on a dock so we can start supplying them with the food. Actually, no, we can do that through supply drops, but it's just not a very efficient.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if you needed to seize that in a hurry,
We could send in paratroopers, and as long as we maintained air superiority, we could control it. But it's just maintaining air superiority at this point because I overbuilt this place. It has AA guns literally everywhere.
is it possible you can crank divisions faster?
I could, but then we would lose manpower so quickly we would run out of people. Recruit.
Okay.
Funny enough, you're already recruiting women in active service, so we're
right.
We're already probably very quickly gonna run out of people.
Right. Oh, you enacted some of those laws and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty.
That being said, we're not scraping the bottom of the barrel. We're just extensive conscription.
Yeah.
We're not doing service requirement or all adult serve or.
Well, I wonder if Q can. I'm trying to think of a way where he could field, like use a bunch of I don't know how many military or people do you have in Conus right now that you can. I can't see because he's not. I'm watching his stream.
Oh, in the Philippines? Probably.
No, in Conus. That you could bring over to the Philippines to take over that airfield.
Probably enough.
Like
it probably
13,
wouldn't take much,
15?
But then we would have to hold it.
Well, what I'm thinking is if you used your airborne, okay, then you used about, I would say, at least 10 divisions or 10 battalions, whatever you've got.
I got some
Regiments,
barbecue
battalions,
sauce on the floor.
divisions, whatever they are, right? And airborne, you should be able to hold that long enough to where you can start nuking that land bridge again, so they won't take that again.
Q, they took this, which was
Mm-hmm.
the place where I was sending all those flights at, so we lost all those planes and everything.
That's fine. I've got a question, Seth.
Yeah.
So I spilled a little bit of barbecue sauce on the carpet. I stepped on something. A packet that I thought was put away. What's the best way to clean it up? I have alcohol with me.
Oh, what color is the carpet?
It's white.
Mm.
I tried putting alcohol on it, scrubbing it. It seems to get a lot of it up, but it's still stained a little. Probably need to scrub it some more.
Yeah, probably scrub it some more.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Are you ready to go, Q?
Oh, I think he's scrubbing barbecue sauce.
Oh boy.
Who messaged me at 4:30 in the morning? Oh. I know who it is.
Oh boy. 60% plus because of shark-infested waters on casualties when sunk.
Oh, cool.
Boy.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh yeah. I know. So yeah, when ships sink around here, there's a 60% chance you die because of sharks. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. This towel looked like I killed somebody. It's got the barbecue sauce on it, stain on the towel.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like dried up blood.
Well, good thing for Australia. At least some of the sea doesn't want to kill them. Only most.
I didn't kill anybody, you hear me? It was barbecue sauce.
Yeah. You never know, man. Big Brother could be listening.
They always.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna unpause.
Nobody asks no questions. Mind your own business, boy.
Oh, you're about to take the airfield, Q.
I think it's looking a lot better.
You took the airfield, Q.
Yep, the air flight that I assigned to those troops should be going there now. And wreak some havoc. And help give some air superiority. I sent 200 of tactical fighter bombers. Tactical bombers. Another type of bomb, close air support, and fighters. 200 of each. And I attached it to that army. So then they'll automatically move up with them.
I'm sending some P-40s shooting stars, P-80 shooting stars to the area.
Yeah.
To acquire some air superiority so Japan can have fun.
That's good.
Uh-oh, we're about to lose it though. They're pushing back. Oh, we're winning again.
I gotta get reorientated here.
Stand by. Air superiority and interception, and I want it over Osaka. Alright. All the P-40s should be taking off. Integrated support or dispersed support? I think integrated is what you generally like. Soft attack plus 25%, organization plus 10, right?
Yeah, I think it's integrated support because you get that organization bonus.
Yeah.
And you get extra soft attack, which gives us soft attack is basically people attack. How well you attack people.
I need to get access to this stupid air base again because I need more access to it. Come on, let me have it. There we go.
Talk about over there on that middle island there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Japan. Because I
Oh,
need
no,
at
I was
least get
talking about
some,
that one that you lost.
No, we just
over in
got it.
Philippines.
We just got one. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as we have some strategic bombers, right, Q?
Mm-hmm.
In the area, even if they're just B-17s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so not the green. You've got the air superiority now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come on, there we go. Boeing expected to arrive in 30%, so. We're invading Kyushu right now. Oh, wait a minute.
Look at this guy. He's just standing there. He says he can't find a way.
What guy?
This guy said in the U.S. that's supposed to be over here defending. Watch this. I right click. Problem solved. I don't understand though. This game tries to get your mind to use automation by using the front line and all that stuff.
But it don't work.
Yeah, but in reality it don't work. And you get penalties for not letting it be automated, by the way. Me telling my dudes to move around individually, it gives the whole unit a penalty to organization and stuff. If you're not careful, you could actually lose by doing that too much.
Yeah.
But you can also use it to your advantage. See how these two guys? This is going to be my commando unit for a minute. I'm going to go to Japan and re-invade the Philippines from behind their front line. Or try to. Using these two guys.
Can you throw some airborne into the main island of Japan now that you have the air superiority?
Well, that was the idea, but you can't fly them. You have to ship them, so I'm waiting on them to get done training.
How come you can't fly them?
Don't know. That's what I was wondering.
Hey, they can't fly that far? I don't know.
Oh, true, but still, you don't get the option in general. You got to tell them to go like I thought you could, but I was wrong, I guess. But right now the paratroopers are still training. If I send them out early, they get a lack of a experience penalty. I think it was.
Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah, stuff takes a lot. I mean, here you are. Technically, I mean, the war ended in 45, and you're in 1946. So it's getting off to a late start.
Yeah, we didn't join until a few months ago.
Yeah,
Last time
I mean,
Japan declared war on us.
that would explain why the casualty counts are through the roof.
Yeah. Because now they got to put up with us. We're
Well,
starting,
you guys also built up.
kind of. Part of the reason why Seth didn't go to war is because I wasn't here, he said. But Japan didn't force him into it either, so.
Right.
Because either one of them can. Regardless if he's on the Allies or Axis,
Oh, Q.
I think. What's up?
About to lose the air base.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Commands.
All right, I'll get a group.
Ready to move. Orders. Listen up.
Okie dokie. Going to bed. Have fun, you guys. Nice to listen to you guys.
Good night,
I
Pizza
was
Man.
listening the entire time.
I
And
know.
besides, you guys made me. I'm playing Battlefield 5, the campaign. You guys made me drive off a cliff because you guys said something. I looked over.
You looked over it. Making me proud.
Bye bye.
See you.
Don't have
User
your
disconnected
superiority,
from your
why?
channel.
No, we should. Don't we have our superiority?
It's because it's nighttime. We don't know how many's there. So here's another thing about the game. Let's say that this has no ships in it. I want to sail my invasion force. The game says you have no superiority because you don't know if there's any ships there or not. So I have to divert resources to scan the area first before I could do anything when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, see, and I don't care for that shit either.
Me neither.
We can make
But then again, you can't see them anyway. But
scout plane.
still, you can't see them
Yeah.
even without it. But you as the player wouldn't know if anyone was there or not, regardless. But it wouldn't let you either way. I can tell them manually to like swim across, cause see, there could be ships here ambushing my stuff if I'm not paying attention, which I'm not. By telling them to cross this whole way, they can just get jumped because there's nobody there. Just try and do whatever.
Right.
Hey, I nuked Tokyo
Oh boy.
and Osaka.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't-
Fresh out of them too now.
Well, I mean,
Well, I'm pushing their happy asses out, out of the southern Japan
I may have got the Emperor in that nuke. Who knows?
for the Emperor. I'm about to make a front line,
Hey, look at
boys.
this. Atomic bombing of.
I didn't get the pop-up, Seth. What did it say?
All right, so 3 atomic bombs. Atomic bombing of Kyoto. The city of Kyoto.
Mm-hmm.
A prominent Japanese industrial center was struck today by a nuclear bomb. It is speculated that the city was chosen as a target because it has been regarded as a intellectual center.
Well, not
The
anymore.
beauty and historical significance of Kyoto led many to assume that it would be spared from bombs, but it appears the terror of raining destruction on such a place. Tokyo was struck. The capital city, although a target of firebombing, was never assumed to be prioritized as a target for this new weapon, but it was.
Right.
And
And you continue to you continue to crank them out. Your next one's 15% done already.
yeah, there's gonna be more for Tokyo.
Yeah, the last
For-
game we were in, we built so many reactors that whenever the first one was finished, it was like 90 or something percent finished to the next one, or it was like 98 or something. And it was
I
already
was
starting to
nuking the
prepare the one
front
after
lines.
that.
I was doing nothing but nuking the front lines over Germany.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That
you see a
place-
whole
that-
line of nukes going straight down.
Place would
At-
glow green, man.
Well, I mean, oh, and then I
It just
nuked
means it's
Hiroshima,
eco-friendly.
apparently.
Yeah.
Then I nuked Hiroshima too. These streets were like a scene from hell.
Right.
Today, a nuclear bomb was detonated over Hiroshima at the altitude of. Okay, so they did. Yep. Despite being
So you
built to withstand earthquakes, there
you've
was
got it
nothing
paused,
left.
don't you, Q?
What's up?
It's paused.
Yeah, I see you have it paused, I think.
What's up, bub?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to pause.
While he's reading, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Those were the news reports about 3 bombings. Well, I guess it's the first time we ever bombed the city directly. I guess that would be the reason why it was historical.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The
Well,
other
go
times,
To go to your war thing, Q, and see what the casualties are now. After that.
They
Sure
jumped up 2 million.
So you're at 6 million now?
16. They're at 16 million total loss now. It jumped. It was at 14 million when I last checked.
Your guys are?
No, they are. We're at 16 million now too. But we're losing a bit more than we did earlier. But we're still way under what they lost. We got 300k. Well, okay, 400k. They got 3.62 million. When we
What
last
about
checked, it was
Germany- or,
2.2.
not Germany, Japan.
That's what I'm talking about. They lost 3.26 million total right now.
Yep. I see
yeah,
that.
they won't sell us civilian casualties.
Oh, only military? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it says we killed 2.6 million. Because you hold your mouse over it, it says United States.
Yeah, we
2.6
killed
million.
2.6 million Japanese. Oh. Jeez. We are the #1 cause of death for the Japanese people.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Well, it's fun for someone, but not fun for another person. Now, excuse me, I'm going to start building some nuclear reactors. I'm going to be exchanging some civilian.
No, we need more military, man.
Get rid of the civilian factories, okay? For my nuclear project.
We'll be running out of supplies. We're already
do
lost
that-
all of our fighters, just about.
I'm getting rid of the civilian, not military.
No, I'm saying make more military is what I'm telling you. Don't exchange them for reactors. Exchange at least half of them for military.
You guys have Fog of War on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, it's an option in that game. You can change. You can take the Fog of War down so you can see all the units.
Yeah, it's down now because we're allied with those guys now.
No, I'm talking about Japan.
No. See, I can only see what's on our front line.
Okay. Gotcha.
Even though we got air superiority most of the time, we still don't know where everything is.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Well, that
odd, but
makes it
still.
tough to know what the hell to nuke, other than the front line, right?
Yeah, but
I
at the
think
moment,
the
that's usually the
biggest
most
city-
important part. Yeah, their
Yeah.
capital is the star. I'm a star, you missing.
And, you know,
Yeah.
15 million. I saw Seth nuke this one city and it went from whatever million it was to 0. I was like, oh my god. What have you done?
nothing. History will totally not look back.
In
on
the
what
base
I
game,
just
if you
did.
nuke them, nothing happens. Nobody dies from it. It causes disorganization. I think it was, and I think it changes stability a little bit.
in the base game.
Mm-hmm.
So what mod adds that?
I think realistic nukes.
Oh, okay.
It's
you
called
have that
something
one?
like that.
You
Yeah,
have realistic nukes enabled.
yeah. We have to have the same ones.
Oh yeah, to be so you guys can play together.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
One of our games, California had a communist revolution.
Yeah, it did.
Oh my god, that's hitting too close to home nowadays.
Well,
Shit.
they tried it. They actually did try it in real life.
Well, yeah. Jazz, Seattle.
No, like
Didn't last
back
very
in
long. Portland.
Soviet Russia helped fund the Hollywood was created because of Soviet Russia. They funded them.
Well, I don't doubt it.
They got so many units here. See, what they're doing is they're able to send their units in, but I'm trying to put extra ships down here
Yeah.
to stop them, but we only have so many that we're making,
Well, and those things take a long time to build.
and they're expensive to build.
Right.
Seth, when are you gonna upgrade that destroyer hull?
I did. Oh, that destroyer hull. Remember, I told you that destroyer hull is actually
It's
updated.
just confused. Okay,
Yeah,
no,
it's
I
just
don't think I was
confused.
here for that, or maybe I won't.
No, I told you. It's just confused.
Well,
The one with the crab, remember, is a destroyer mine layer, and the one with the shield is a destroyer with guns.
where's our
Lots of
submarines?
guns.
How many subs we got?
We
Okay,
probably had a ton. They're probably all dead now, but
I'm gonna put
oh
down a cruiser.
boy,
The production of that is getting slowed way down.
Of what?
Of the nukes. I'm looking at your times here.
It's probably because he probably built some in the Philippines.
I did. There were the Philippines was full of nuclear reactors that are gone now.
Oh, they took them over.
Yes,
Gotcha.
they're
Resistance.
probably
I was
about
gonna
to.
say because you're looking more like one nuke a week, maybe now.
Yeah,
About a month or so.
A month. Okay. All right.
It's a rough estimate, apparently. It says roughly 2 to 25 days.
You're pushing hard though on Hiroshima.
Yep, we gotta. These guys keep wanting to join up with the front line, but I'm telling them to push. Push.
I'm.
So if you
slow.
surround that capital, you'll take the country of Japan out of the war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's based off of like war point stability and various other things.
Now,
See,
would you
Japan's
be
about
able
halfway
to-
there.
Would you be able to take over their production once, like,
Yes.
basically annex it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So we gain everything.
Including their existing units or no?
Half of their existing equipment, and we can ask them for support in our wars because they'll be a vassal under us.
Gotcha.
So yes and no.
The downside is that we have to deal with they added an update / DLC which makes resistance a lot more of a persistent thing even after they lose the war. So like we can defeat Japan, annex them, and even after the whole game ends, we'll still be dealing with people trying to rebel and stuff
Oh
unless
yeah,
we
like
beat
partisans
people.
and shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I find that kind of annoying
Oh yeah.
because I would expect it to be like over or want it to be. It makes more sense to me. I know I'm
We're
just
doing shit we never even or you guys are doing stuff that we never even did in real life. We never invaded the mainland.
Yeah.
No.
I actually
you
had
ever
a
heard-
teacher in high school. His dad was actually going to be one of the first waves into Japan.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That
but
wouldn't have been
but
pretty.
the war ended. His dad came home and he was born.
Yeah.
So it's funny how things go sometimes.
Yeah.
Him and I got talking about history. It was really fun. He was a good guy. He was a history teacher. Here's part of my problem up here with these guys. Wait, where are they? There they are. There's too many of them. Well, most of them are dead now. Uh-oh, where'd my tanks go? I need more. I need to get tanks over there on this guy.
Yes, sir.
And what are you
Okay.
doing?
That's enough converting.
Did I tell these guys to move? Where are these guys going? What? Where are they going? Why are you going to Hawaii?
All in.
Well, that's cool because that'll kick them out of the Philippines too if you eliminate Tokyo.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it all ends immediately. No
Yep.
questions
All-
asked.
Yeah. All fighting ends.
Except for the resistance fighting.
Right.
Yeah, but I can use spies to deal with that.
Which is stupid because Japan, when they lost, like, because it just, like, I can understand, like, Russia or something. But Japan, no. They wouldn't do that. Japan are like, alright, we lost, we're done. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, historically, because we didn't want them to disarm, but they did. Because the Russians were trying to invade Japan at the same time. And we didn't want that. Nobody will. Even though the president was wanting to be like that. And his generals were like, we got to push into Russia because this is going to be a bigger problem because they're trying to conquer the world right now.
Alright.
And so the president got rid of him. He got rid of Eisenhower and MacArthur. Because they tried to get them to push the war into Russia.
Well, MacArthur got fired because he tried to go into China, Korea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about.
Yeah, I know that they both got fired after, but I couldn't remember MacArthur. But I do know Eisenhower was
Yeah.
one of the first. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Nothing I can't handle. We got another airport, by the way.
That's good. I upgraded the airport in Japan, by the way.
Those guys are vastly catching up to your other guys.
Yeah, it's just because no one was there. Because they probably came from Korea. But don't worry, I got some backup on the way. That's probably why these guys
No,
are
no,
going to
no.
Hawaii.
No, I see Nagasaki. I get that, but I'm talking about like your other guys are starting to catch up to the main front line invading force.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're about to lose the airport, Q. They're coming in from Nagasaki.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll move them to the other airport.
Q's just blazing a warpath all the way to Tokyo.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, those
'Cause
units,
that's gonna end
I
all your
told
problems.
units to come down here to defend that port, but they fucked off to Hawaii. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? And I don't know where the hell these guys are going. They're going nowhere fast, that's where they're going. You guys are going to Hiroshima.
Hey, Q, are you happy?
About?
Move out.
About what?
Now you have free military factories.
Yes. That is something we desperately need. Constantly improving. Because our growing need for supplies grows faster and faster. every
Yeah, I'm getting rid
day.
of some civilian factories. Seriously, guys. Let's see.
Oh
Oh
no, they've almost
boy.
got that entire island now.
It's fine. We'll sort it. Seth, you told him to minesweep and lay mines?
Yep.
That's not going to help us, Seth. That's going to hurt us. Because we get affected by those same mines.
Can you push?
Lose
Like-
more fighting spirit.
I could try to push this front line.
No, can you push to Tokyo or no?
I probably
end
can,
this?
actually. That was part of the point of getting these guys over there. Because remember, I called them my commando unit. But now I gotta use them to hold the back.
Can you nuke their most populous army there on the front line, Seth?
I could have.
Their
I
army
thought
in the
about
front
it.
line is actually small compared to the back. They're getting their soldiers are coming back from Korea, I think, and Philippines.
Yeah, but you're really close to Tokyo.
Because they got like 40, they got like 60 divisions in the Philippines. That's why I ain't told. That's
If you go like blazing speed into Tokyo, hold it for a couple days or so,
that's what I'm thinking too.
everything will be over.
But see, that's why I didn't tell my guys in the Philippines to attack. I told them to stand on the front line. It's because I knew it was going to be a battle of attrition. Either I hold the line and buy time, or I risk losing it. Because the more you push, the more you risk losing your organization and other stuff.
Yeah, no, I understand that too. I'm just saying, like, to use those to start, like, basically degrading him at the front line on the way to Tokyo with nukes or heavy bombing.
You are going to Tokyo. Congratulations.
You think you'll have fun in Tokyo?
I would. See, we're almost done. We almost got them. And they're
How's
about...
your download coming?
I can't download it right now.
Oh, you can't.
He can't do two things at the same time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he has to nitpick.
I would have to switch off this internet, which would really suck.
Gotcha.
Move out!
You know what the ping of satellite internet is?
Oh, it's very,
Kilobytes.
Very, very high.
No, not kilobytes. It's the ping.
Move
The
out!
ping is ooh, it's a good 1,000 or so. Sometimes I've seen it at 10,000.
Yeah.
Up there it
Yeah,
goes.
sometimes.
They just got manpower from another country. I just seen a bunch of foreign troops appear in his homeland. This is gonna be rough.
Well, you
Get your
can
asses
just
over
conquer
there.
it. You're so close. I mean, you're right at the doorstep.
I know. I just told a blob of them, and I said go.
Wait, why are we making P-51s if we're making shooting stars?
I don't know. Maybe we should stop doing that. Did you stop it?
Yes.
Okay. We're not using any armored cars, so I'm cutting them down. I didn't add them to our group yet. Ouch.
So what you were saying, Seth, when I asked about the nukes, you said if I saw it or if I could have or I could have. What do you mean by that? Because it went to zero.
I'm
again.
out of yeah. I nuked Tokyo.
Oh, did you again?
There
Yeah.
it goes. We got it.
And we got
Okay.
Tokyo. How long do we have to hold it before Japan capitulates?
We got Tokiyamo. We gotta take.
Where is-
We gotta work on it a little. We gotta keep pushing.
We gotta take Osaka now.
Yep, because they took it back.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. That is your dedicated job. Congratulations. Are you guys here yet? Almost.
Yeah, Japan's really close. If you take Osaka, it's over.
Alright, you guys are defending the port. Okay, good. Keep that port open, boys. Home Islands. The fall
Oh,
of...
Pearl Harbor fell. You know what? We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, let's...
It's very, very quickly, take Osaka.
I'm on it. I'm already there. I got like a bunch of tanks going in there. I gotta hurry up because they're trying to dogpile dudes in there now.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind, they're making them leave. Maybe it's because I reinforced the Philippines a little. How does this work? Okay, there we go.
Bum charge.
Yeah, I got to. You can't let it automate, or else you're not always gonna get very far. You gotta micromanage it. Otherwise, we would have got pushed from behind where that airfield was at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta go take that port back, by the way.
Do you have to take? Are you gonna have to hold Nagasaki or just Osaka?
They got Osaka back, so it gave them a bit more of a reason to stay in the war.
Oh, hence their capital.
Yeah, now it's their
It's
capital.
their new capital.
Yeah, because we took Tokyo. Now we got Osaka.
How many times will the capital rotate?
Whether or not they get it back or not.
Now it's Nagasaki.
Yep, Osaka's gone. Yep, now it's Nagasaki, which I'm already working my way down there.
Let me check something. Yeah, they will capitulate after I think we take
Nagasaki.
yeah.
There's no other town that I know of that could be taken like that. Maybe Sendai. I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable. But I do know that. Oh, no.
What?
Okay, we're winning. Okay. Okay, then we're good.
What's their casualty count now?
17.
Probably up to 3 million, huh?
4.15 million. It's doubled
Oh, okay.
since back before the nuke.
Uh-huh.
And we are at about
And that's
500k.
just military, huh?
I guess.
Gotcha.
I honestly don't know. Oops.
Well, it'll say if you held it over top of it, I'm sure it would.
It's my tooltip isn't coming up.
Oh, okay.
I can't. Seth, pause it a second. I think I'm.
It is paused. You are lagging. You're 14 hours behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I noticed I couldn't really click. It doesn't say. But we've done about 4 million in casualties. We're 3.1 at the moment, but it's going to get higher before it's over.
Oh, the United States has done that to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, I figured it would be up around. I didn't know it was 4.1 high, but I figured it around 3.
Yeah.
So you're doing more damage than what I thought.
Yeah, they're taking the majority of the losses. Part of the reason is because I'm holding the line down here in the Philippines, and maybe the nukes a little bit, but most of it's been our manpower that's been doing it. See, I got heavy tank templates, which I've been using. We got heavy tank destroyers, heavy tank anti-air, heavy tank artillery, heavy tanks with mechanized infantry, and some light tanks.
Oh, okay.
All of it's geared for breakthrough and supposedly breakthrough and soft attack damage. We lost the port.
What port?
The Philippines.
Oh, we lost. We better end this war quick then.
Yep. We're starting to get attritioned out in the south because there's no. We got to build a dockyard quick. We're
Well,
gonna be.
if you take over Nagasaki, I think that's the end of
I mean, a naval base. You aren't wrong, but Seth, can you scroll down to the construction queue and put it to the top for me with those naval bases? It's not letting me. It does this to me sometimes.
There are no naval bases down there. They're repair naval bases, but
Oh, they're on top of it. No, that's not repair. I'm building them fresh, Seth, because there's none. Our guys are being starved out right now.
I don't see any naval bases being produced.
Manila. Where's Manila?
Yeah, I see it.
I don't know. There's like there's supposed to be 3 or 4 of them. I think Central Islands is one. Like we gotta get naval bases
They're up there now.
Because if we don't, they're gonna die a lot quicker because they're gonna be out of supply and stuff like that.
right.
You see the skull?
Yeah, I see him.
No supply from capital. Yeah. I'm gonna need to do some airdropping. We don't even have air superiority here.
Where? Oh yeah, we lost that a while ago because we lost all the airports. I told you about that.
I'm using. I got one right now. I'm using. It's our last airport though.
What's awesome is it'll all go away. You know? Once
Yeah.
you conquer Japan, it just all ends.
Theoretically.
Oh, it's paused. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm
pausing
saying
it.
it. Like, that whole theater will be basically done.
Yep. Up, keys lagging.
How you coming on Nagasaki?
Oh
You.
look, an aircraft carrier. Sorry, I got distracted. Progressing.
Oh, Japan is at 31% victory points.
Yep, it's almost over.
Yeah, once they get down to 0, they'll capitulate. And,
Oh my God, Seth! I seen the overrun icon for the first time in forever. Finally. I mean, damn, you surround a unit with 80 divisions and they still manage to retreat somehow. Instead of being overrun. See, this is Patton. This is Patton's group that's in Tokyo. Japan right now.
so we're letting Patton have fun in Japan.
We have to. Too many people. Alright, sweet. My ninja group is here, but it doesn't matter. They're so focused on attacking the Philippines and whatever else they're doing that there's not enough people to help defend their country.
Yeah, their homeland, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're losing a battle right now.
Where? Well, these battles are a combination between attack and retreat. But since I got multiple units, one unit retreats, one defends, and then they move. Because they'll get low organization and then they can't fight. They gotta fall back. Or supply or whatever.
Well, you've almost got enough to nuke Kokora.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll nuke Kokora at 100%.
Says it go. Oh no.
What?
It's Philippines is getting kind of fucked.
Yeah, they're definitely suffering some major attrition.
They're not even getting their severance pay. Those assholes.
Well, you better take Nagasaki pretty quick.
Oh, I agree.
I'm working on it. Come on, Osaka.
I can't. We don't have. I can't nuke Korko.
No air
Nope.
superiority.
Nope.
Uh-oh, they landed. They're cutting you off again.
These fuckers. It's harder than it was whenever it was actually harder. Right?
I don't know where they must have came in from the port.
Yeah, they naval invaded from up to top.
Wow, they gained over half of their. Oh yeah, because they took Tokyo.
Oh, they just took that. I just seen that.
You might want to move these guys down here.
This is getting hairy now.
And then have some guys.
Move out!
I don't know.
Fall back!
Got a nuke.
I know, but I can't drop it. We don't have air superiority
Oh,
anymore.
that's right. That's right. Because
Fall in! Move out!
trying to find you an airfield.
There's one. Alright, where are those P-80s at?
But he got destroyed.
No, they gotta be here somewhere. Here,
Yeah,
they,
we
Sent a
are-
lot of them.
We're producing them.
here they are. I'll send 200. And I hit OK. It must be lagging.
You're 11 hours behind. 12 hours behind.
When Seth hosts, it gets laggy.
I blame Q's computer.
But when I host, it runs perfectly fine for both of us.
I blame
yeah.
Q's computer.
Oh boy.
That airfield down there just got piled with stuff. I think the Air Force from the Philippines came to say hi.
You might have another nuke by the time you get air superiority.
Oh, we'll get it, because look, I don't know if it's caught up, but look at all these planes that just showed up in Japan.
Yeah.
We're getting it all right. It won't be right now, but we'll get it. But for now, I gotta focus on what
Retaking
needs to be
Tokyo.
done. Yep.
I sent some. I took manual control over some of your guys and made them go down to Tokyo.
Thanks, Seth. My head's hurting.
They're attritioning out, though.
Yeah, but I got supply airdrops coming in now. But it's not helping as much. But it will when I get air superiority. How do we not have air superiority? There's no one in the sky. This is what the game's telling me.
Well, I think it has to do with airfields.
Well, we got airfields here. Like, this whole region is counted as an air region. Like, the whole entire continent, the entire country. See how it's glowing white? This is a single air region.
Oh, they're taking. Japan's taking over Alaska.
Oh, boy.
So this victory needs to happen soon.
Yeah, like soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why are these guys still on invasion defense? I mean, invasion support. They're supposed to be seeking targets. Seth, pause it, please. Trying to tell all the ships to do stuff. There, okay. There, that should change a little bit now.
We're about to be pushed off Japan.
They're squeezing you pretty hard between those two armies.
Mm-hmm. Why are they going up north, Q?
Because,
going up...
Seth, just pause it. I'll explain. It's because they're trying to go to the battle plan.
Okay.
So I'm just going to disband it.
Let's go.
Alright, I disbanded the battle plan.
Keep moving.
We're going to move these guys out to Tokyo.
Fall back.
Yeah.
Move these guys.
I'd have them on a defensive perimeter, just pushing them back up north. I'd have these guys, like, just hold this place right here.
Yeah, but you don't need all of them to hold it.
No, but you need some.
Well, pick 4 divisions and tell them to 3 or 4 and tell them to stand there.
I have no idea how you do it.
I already did, but it's not accepting my inputs.
Move up. Fall in.
All right. Is it good?
It froze.
I paused.
No, I mean it literally froze. It freezes a lot more when he's hosting it too, by the way.
Okay.
Or at least easier.
Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Ready to move.
Your jobs are to take Nagasaki and Kagoshima. Your order is to take Kochi.
Move up.
Please slow it down. This isn't one of those situations where I gotta sit back and watch it unfold. I gotta micromanage.
Ready, sir. Listen up. Orders.
Alright. Deploy everything. Taking your fucking time.
Broken arrow, broken arrow.
I don't know why the hell it's taking so damn long to get these guys out. Just hurry up and shit them out. I don't give a damn. It's taking so damn long. Oh wait, I gotta tell them to move by train. So it'll take 2 years to get there. Time scales weirdly in this game sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, those ports are definitely helping our guys defend easier now. Yeah, they're supplied now. You'll see it. I'm zooming on them. These guys down here in the south are holding out like a champ. They're still technically not 100%, but they're getting back.
When you do have air support, there is, you got 2 nukes.
Speaking of air superiority, I have like 2 billion planes selected on this one region to do air support, and nobody's doing shit. Oh, now they're doing something. Why is there only 700 planes versus 2,000? We have like unlimited power here. What are you doing? Where's the air support? Why isn't this carrier using his damn planes? Why don't nothing work right? You're getting your ass out here. What are you doing? Why are you always in dock? Go, kick some ass. Asses kicketh. Asses kicketh.
They still haven't invaded that island at Kuko, whatever it was.
Kuko?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it now. Asses kicketh.
Kuko Kama, or I don't know how you call that.
You're fighting. Tukokama. Oh, boys. It's gonna be it. The Philippines is dropping. There's probably some like really experienced player that's just screaming at me right now. Why are these guys just standing there? Oh, that's right, because I gotta micromanage them and keep them there.
What's going on with that rocket icon that you've got over there? It's just not. It's not moving.
Rocket icon?
Yeah, down south.
Oh. It's the station, but it's not going down. They're supposed to be sending rockets to Japan. Maybe I gotta encourage them.
Up higher than that. Okay, and then down. Nope. South to Kokura.
Here?
Yeah, and south.
Oh.
Yeah, right there. Right south of Nagasaki.
I think it's just a glitch. See, when you zoom in, and things are supposed to represent things going on. Like you'll see planes and see soldiers.
But that thing is just rotating, and it's been rotating for days, months.
Yeah, I don't know. It just does that. I don't know.
Listen up.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yep. Alright, go kick their ass.
Orders.
Oh, great. Not responsive.
Move out.
It's funny how they can just build back their empire from little to nothing. You know?
Yeah. It gets a little touchy sometimes.
Yes, sir. Advance.
Red Arrow Division. Go, boys.
Move out.
Just obliterated that horse guy. It is time we make a move.
Move out.
Are my tanks seriously losing?
Pushing them back, sir.
Oh, maybe they're winning now. I don't know. I try to guess, but I don't fully understand what's happening sometimes. They dug in while I was fighting them? Yeah, this... See, sometimes I don't understand. They have all of the negative multipliers, but they can still kick my ass with a single unit versus like 20. You know?
Yeah, it's
Sometimes.
also might be a numbers game. I mean, you're outnumbered 3 times.
Well, now it's... No, I still outnumber them. My attack is higher than theirs. But their defense is higher than my attack. But yet they got planes constantly bombing them by the debuff up here. And...
Oh, never mind. You have more divisions in there than they do. Okay. I see.
Yeah, and this bar gets confusing. It like switches depending on who's on which side. But it's like the same color, so I get confused about who's actually winning or not in the bar.
Right.
Because sometimes it'll say red here, like I'm losing, but up here we've already won. And it's just I don't know. It's like an arbitrary amount of time has to pass before it says, "Okay, you won." All right, you guys stop fighting now.
You might lose those tanks.
Seth, please stop speeding up the game. Damn it!
It's paused.
You had on like 3 times speed. I'm sitting there trying to micromanage every little
paused.
thing.
It's paused.
That's weird. It's not on the stream.
It literally just showed it was paused.
Oh, finally.
When it glitches when he's hosting, it doesn't update well. The performance goes down. And like I tell my
Yeah.
dudes to do stuff and nothing happens. I can't click on anything sometimes.
I've had it paused for the last 5 minutes.
Well, I don't know when you put it up to speed 3, but that really fucked me up because now they're sneaking into the territory and I didn't see it. Don't speed it up when I'm trying to micromanage like this.
Yeah, they definitely sneak in. I had that issue when I played it too. Even in Millennium Dawn, they do that shit.
Let's go.
Oh, we got your superiority for a split
The
second.
only way
we did.
around it is to put massive amounts of troops around all three sides.
Yeah. It does seem to be the case. Fighter 2.
Did you get the superiority finally?
Off and on.
Let loose the nukes.
I can't.
Oh, you can't?
No, we don't have superiority.
Oh, I thought you guys had it.
See how it's yellow now? Yeah, it keeps going back in between. I just called in some more planes. And these carriers are, I don't know how to make them work, but Seth figured it out, so he's going to have to do that.
Where's the carriers at? Just mark them.
I don't know, Seth. I'm confused, to be honest with you. They're somewhere around here.
Here we go. Where are you? There.
You can use them being tied up in battle. Like if you're trying to get past a unit, you could tell them to attack a unit, and that unit becomes engaged, and you can work around them when normally they would intercept you. So
Okay,
you
why
can use
are
them
you
being
dock,
engaged in battle
Yorktown?
as an advantage.
Hey, Yorktown. Why are you in dock? Actually, which dock are you in? This dock?
Attention.
Bad Yorktown.
Keep on attacking.
We need a... First, we need one of these.
See, out it's the blue bar, so it means we're winning, obviously.
Right.
But now the red bar's filling up, and we're winning. I think. I think the red bar's filling up. Well, these guys, it's high defense. But yeah, it is basically a numbers game. This comes from a board game.
All in.
So yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Move out.
It's a numbers game.
I think, like, what, Axis and Allies? Is that what it comes from?
I think it was called Hearts of Iron, but maybe. I don't really know.
Yes, sir.
Alright, they just gotta chill out a second. I gotta take a. I'll be right back. I got to be. PRP, boys. Anyways, I'm gonna call in some more fighters. P80s. Just get all the P80s. Just bring them.
You're not listening.
Huh?
Oh, the carrier wasn't listening. I figured out why the carrier wasn't listening.
Yeah, I just get frustrated and just pretend carriers don't exist sometimes. 'Cause it's
I
just-
can get them to listen, but they can't be in port whenever you.
Let's pause it for a second.
All right. Well, actually, we'll just call it for the day, so I can download.
Okay.
All right, sounds like a good plan, buddy. Or you guys, I think I'm gonna head for the sack. Hopefully you can get some of it downloaded and we can play that. I look forward to playing that with you. Seth?
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. See ya.
Yep. Have a good one. You guys have a good one.
See you, man.
See ya, Q.
Yep.
User disconnected from your channel.